Oh, what's up? What's up? I'm not sure. No, it's not sure. Oh boy. I'm gonna be tilted. Without a doubt, gonna be tilted. Ugh. Oh, Angela Davis singing? All right. All right. NFL draft. I see you. See you. Oh, that's too good. All right, that's way better. What up, my boy?
What's going on, bro?
Not much.
I just sent you a link. My boy just sent me.
Out there on the field, but we're gonna get a good player at 3. And look, it's gonna be early, but we always get back into the first round too. So stick around.
Listen to it real quick.
Appreciate you guys. Appreciate the energy. I'll see you later.
Yo, why Drake May look mad plain compared to everybody else? Latu standing next to him, iced out. The May dream is now dead. Yep. I already said that. Listen, I don't know, but hold on. I presented the colors real quick. Who is this guy? Caleb Carroll.
I don't know. The way he's holding his guitar, he sounds like a country dude. So
the way he's singing sounds like a country dude.
Yeah, that ain't me, my boy. If there's one set of music that I will not listen to is country.
I fully agree with you on that one. It's not something I prefer to listen to. Now, don't get me wrong. I've heard a couple of country songs that actually sound pretty good, but it's not something I get hyped over. I know country.
Yeah, word. I think.
My buddies is in there. He's restless.
Oh man, I'm already tilted, bro. I'm already tilted.
Hey,
I'm already tilted drafting neighbors. I'm already tilted.
Hey, AJ Brown just signed his new contract, 3-year extension for $96 million. Total guarantee $84 million is the highest. So he's the highest paid wide receiver in the history of the NFL right now.
We're gonna pass on JJ, and he's gonna end up being good. And then some second round receiver is gonna be great. They were doing a stat today, like the wide receiver has the worst hit rate in the first round.
Yep, QB is second worst. I think I sent it to you in the text. The what are those? A10s? What are A10s? I think those were A10s flying over. I sent you. I'm not sure. I couldn't see it. I just looked from the fuselage. Looks like A10s. I sent you a tweet that showed the breakdown of the percentage of bust in the first round, and our receiver had the highest, and QB was the second highest. But you know, I'm of the ilk that scared money don't make money. You feel me? Like, we know there's going to be hits and misses. We've had hits and misses. We've had a lot of misses lately in the first round.
I'm not crying. It's just my allergies.
Oh, you good? But at the end of the day, DJ's not it for us.
No,
he's not it for us. We need
fresh
blood. He's damaged goods and he's done. We need fresh blood, man. So, do I believe that we will go QB if a QB is available? Possibly, but I'm not getting my hopes up that I'm going to Drake May. As I said from the very, very beginning, QB 1 through 3. It's never changed. Jared Mayo said it in his interview, his introductory press conference. He said it. He said, we're going QB. That's what he said. We're going to get the most important position on the field in the draft.
No, I agree. I agree with you. But my thing is, number one, if Schoen doesn't at least offer the kitchen sink, he just fire everybody. Just fire everybody. Like, don't even get us to the end of the season. Everyone's got to go.
Did you see what they said it would take for us to move up to 3? Now, granted, it's only 3 spots, so it wouldn't be as much as the Vikings would have to give, but the Pats don't want to drop out of the top 10. So I think the Vikings is out completely. If a trade is to be entertained, I don't think the Vikings, they're just too far down. Like, they have 11 or 23, but they're not going to drop down to 11. That's not going to happen. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. So it only leaves us. And 3 spots, it was a first, a second, and next year's first, which is actually less than I thought it would be. You feel me? I thought it would be a lot more than that, but it's less than.
I'm just saying. Again, like for me, this is the only way that I'll be pleased with tonight. If we whiff on both, so if we pass on JJ, I'll be real pissed because I just don't think that, again, as good as Neighbors is, I think that JJ plus wide receiver is better than Neighbors
plus whatever secondary QB.
Because I don't think that we can go get Penix. I would like Penix as like if he was second round, third round, but I don't think he's going to be available. So then, like your suggestion with Spencer Rattler, which I don't necessarily hate, but it's got to be a super late pick.
I don't think Penix gets out of the top 13.
Bro, he's going to the Raiders.
That's what I think too. He's either going to be Raiders or it's going to be Minnesota, one or the other.
I think he's going to be a Raider. I don't think that Minnesota takes that chance. I think that that's too much of a project for them. I don't know what the Raiders. I don't if they don't trade down. I think the Chargers are actually going offensive lineman. I don't think they're trading their pick.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Joe Alt for the. But you know what? We said this when we talked about this. Offline that it's Jim Harbaugh. You know what Jim wants to do is run the ball. You know what I mean? He has a good. He has a decent offensive line, but he's going to get his guy, and I think his guy is either Joe Alt or J.C. Latham.
I think it's Latham. I think it's Latham.
You think it's Latham? So, but then Latham will be supplanting Slater. Rashawn Slater is holding down the right tackle spot for them right now, unless they switched him over to left tackle. I could have swore Slater was their right tackle.
Wait, let me double check because I had heard there was somebody that said so. He is there.
Slater he's the left tackle. Okay, so I can see J.C. Latham sliding in at right tackle then because they got Trey Pipkins the third at right tackle and he's not good.
So that's what I'm saying. So they can go there, and so then we're sitting there staring at JJ versus Neighbors, and like if we pass on JJ, then I'll be highly upset.
But also I got to point this out too. They have four wide receivers under contract. Joshua Palmer, Simi Fehoko from the Cowboys, Quentin Johnston, and Darius Davis. None of those move the needle at all.
I understand that. I don't think that's Harbaugh's style. I don't think that he. I think that he wants to go secure that. If you go second rounder, you go third rounder. I think his plan is to do what he did in college. You have these big, high-powered offenses. You take the air out of the ball, and you just win in the trenches. That's his plan. That's his plan.
We can't just look at what he did in college, though. You got to look back to what he did with the 49ers.
No, I understand. But also that was also a run-first team.
But no, they had a superstar wide receiver on the outside. They had two good. They had Vernon Davis as a tight end, and they had Michael Crabtree in his prime.
Crab was a second rounder, wasn't he?
Crab was.
Oh, this is what we have to do before.
Yeah, and then they also had Mario. Remember, that's when they got Mario Manningham from us. Crabtree was he
was first rounder.
He was a first rounder. Yep, Crabtree was a first round pick. So I could see them going wide receiver.
It could. I know that I'm gonna be upset. Hold on. Yeah, Bees, what's up, my boy?
Bees, you there?
Love you too, bro.
Bees.
Well, I don't think he's just in the chat. I don't know if you can see the chat that pops up.
Let me see. It says private. Oh, I see you. Yep.
Bees, you excited to get your running back and with your first pick, Bees? You excited about that?
I got to connect my YouTube in order to do it. Let me jump on YouTube real quick.
Oh man.
6, 5.
All right, could they just like go straight to pick 3? Like, oh, we don't
What?
need any.
We already know who the first 2 picks are going to be. Like that's a no-brainer right there.
This is ridiculous.
That is a no-brainer.
But also too, and I know they're not going to make the pick, but if you're the Patriots, why wouldn't you pick JJ McCarthy and trade back? Like you could theoretically get the 3 from the Giants.
It just
still
depends
pick
on
JJ at 6, and then you still get a first next year.
It just depends on if they like JJ or not, though.
No, I get it, but again, like you're gonna lag now because you're on YouTube at the same time.
It's not letting. It don't matter. It's not letting me. I see the comments, but it's not letting me type until I add my YouTube account to the live. So it is what it is. I'll just voice it. Appreciate it, bees.
Yeah, but you could see the, like if I pop this up, you can see the comment under me.
Yeah, I see the comments. Yep, I see the comments right here to the right. I gotta connect my YouTube and it's not, but it's all good. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, we know who the first 2 picks are gonna be. Come on now, that's a no-brainer. Caleb and JD.
Yeah, but that's all right. So okay, again, I get, but here's okay. You Drake May is going to be throwing to cashiers, right? Like literal Walmart greeters.
That's funny. It wasn't cashiers.
But that's what I'm saying. So like, what's okay? If you are them, you go May, and then what? Right? Like your O line still needs work. Your defense needs a ton of work. You still need wide receiver tight. Like you literally need everything.
So what popped up on my phone is that the Pats are putting in a bid to get Brandon Ayuk.
I heard that's what we were doing too. I was actually a little excited about that thought process of like grabbing JJ, grabbing Ayuk, and then shutting everyone up. But
Cowboys are drafting. The Cowboys is nowhere near the. Yo, listen, let me tell you something. The Cowboys, so my boy put the Cowboys is drafting Caleb Williams. He will fall to us. Listen,
there must be another Caleb Williams in this draft.
You got a better chance of becoming president of the United States before Caleb drops to the Cowboys in this draft.
Word.
That's how deep the odds are.
I'll become a Cowboys fan if he did draft Caleb Williams. That's how unlikely it is.
Oh man! So my other boy, he's watching as well. My boy Kay, he's from the military. He's a Cowboys fan as well, so he's watching. And he said, "Stop lying." I said, "What am I lying about?" Yeah. Everything I spit on here is facts, sir. As you well know, as we debate about this every day, all day, I spit nothing but facts. Hey, I'm not gonna lie though. Caleb's suit is tough.
No, it is tough.
I like that zipper. That's different. That's
all right, so let me play out a scenario too. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
What happens next year when the Cowboys don't pay Dak?
They will. I don't think that they're willing to let Dak leave.
Okay. They didn't want to pay him last time, and now they got to pay Parsons and Lamb and him at the same time. How are they gonna pull that up? Last time they did that, they just were like, "All right, Zeke, you got to go."
So
and they drafted a rookie wide receiver.
So today they picked up Parsons' 5th-year option, so he's locked in already.
What's the? Oh, here, let's look. Now that you brought it up,
23.1 mil, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was 23.1 mil for his 5th-year option.
These fucking cats are fighting in the background. I swear to God. Well, that's not bad at all.
Nope. So the only people who have to worry about paying.
Okay, let me take that back. Wait, so they did it to they picked up his 21 mil option.
Yeah,
so that's what I mean. Okay, 2020. So 25 comes out. What do they do with that money?
Who all is still going to be on the books for the Cowboys? That's the thing. Like we don't know who's expiring outside of Dak. We know Dak's contract is up, but who else is expiring?
Hold on.
They don't have Tyron Smith's contract on there anymore, so that's more money for them as well.
Yeah, let's go in. So let's go to the cap. All right, so 2025. So Dak would need to be renewed. Michael Parsons would need. Okay, so Michael Parsons is under contract, so they don't have Lamb. So Lamb has to go in here.
Yep.
Gallup would be a cut.
You said who will get cut?
Gallup.
Oh yeah, Gallup's getting cut. They're not.
Gallup would be a cut. Brandon Cooks would be a cut or a very small restructure. So that leaves Martin Lawrence, Diggs, and Steele, and then you don't have Lamb under this.
So what our brother so conveniently pointing out, they do have Trey Lance, but I don't know if Trey Lance is only for one. Yeah, I see you. I don't know if Trey Lance is only for 1 year contract or what. I'm not sure if his contract was voided. I think his contract was voided when he left the Niners. We said our other brother has signed on.
I'm just upset of how hard he's cheesing on a YouTube profile.
Our other brother has signed on.
Bro, I don't think anybody in this world is this happy.
Listen, we know how our brother gets. We know how he gets down. So yeah, that's par for the course with him.
Okay, so all right, let's manage this for now. Let's play a little cap games. Okay, so Dak Prescott is going to need to be. I don't think it's going to let me actually do. No, it's not. It's not going to let me do anything without a current contract. So all right, so let's say Dak's going to get 50 a year. I'm doing a lowball number because I think it's going to get more than that. What do you do with Lawrence?
With DeMarcus? DeMarcus is coming off a contract?
Yep, 2025.
They'll probably sign him to a one year minimum. Because DeMarcus is getting very, very long in the tooth. He is not long for them. He's not going to be there much longer.
At this $10 million number?
He's not going to be there much longer.
But I'm saying, what's the figure for a 1 year?
Depends on what the vet minimum is. I think it's like 3.4, 3.5. But one thing I want you to take into account too is the cap is going up. The cap is going up 20 or 30 million. So that space, there's going to be space to maneuver with inside that. You know what I mean? So
it's 190.
It is. So it's going to go up. It's going to jump. It's supposed to jump a whole lot this year, more than I was expecting.
But like this is the problem. If the roster as construction is 254, and you don't have a renewal on Dak, you don't have a renewal on Lamb, so Dak's number is going to go up. CD's number is going to go way up.
They'll do what the Eagles are doing. The Eagles are backloading every. They just signed AJ Brown. They just signed a bunch of people this year, and they don't have that much space to sign these people. They backloaded all their contracts.
I know, but remember, their defense is what's suffering because of that. You know what I mean? Like they chose to go, okay, we're going to go total offense, and then their defense suffered. I don't know if the Dallas Cowboys is really going to. I don't know if that's their style right now.
I wouldn't say that.
Again, like, you got 13 million here. Even if DeMarcus Lawrence is a vet minimum, right? So like, what's the vet min? 1 million change. I mean, again, like you got Brandon Cooks could be a cut, so that's 10.
He might be a restructure. He could be a restructure.
I guess. I just think that Dak is not going to let them lowball them.
I don't think so. He already took
all this time.
He already took.
Oh, my brother, what's up?
Oh, that brother.
What up?
What's going on, bro? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the live stream.
Oh, y'all gonna see me like walk off stream in like literally less than 15 minutes. So Stretch, you know how to hold things down because I'm about to be highly upset.
Oh shoot! All right, so we're up. I mean, pick one is up.
All right, I think we know what's happening here.
Yeah, this is a no-brainer. It's going to be Caleb Williams. Everybody knows this. This has been known since the Bears got the first pick in the draft. Caleb Williams. That's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Washington is going to be JD. Even though there's a small possibility that it could be May, but I don't see it because I know they wanted Caleb Williams and they love Caleb Williams' skill set. And JD's is closest to Caleb Williams. It's not exactly the same. I think Caleb is way more dynamic than JD.
I agree.
But
it's a Kingsbury thing.
It is, and I think it's going to be JD.
Mahomes, Daniels,
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Caleb, like they're all in that off-platform.
Yep.
You know,
Being able to
I
work
think
behind
that's
a
what they want to do with them.
Love you too, bro. Being able to work behind a patchwork offensive line, even though they don't have a bad offensive line, the Redskins don't have a bad. I wouldn't say it's as bad as ours. I mean, it's pretty not, but it's not.
The Commanders, sir. We are a family-friendly show. They're the Commanders now. We don't use such terms.
Oh, excuse me. The Commanders. My bad. The Commanders. I need them to hurry up and start this though. This is taking forever. I don't care about these commercials. Just start the draft.
Listen, I'm gonna let y'all know this stream might end if Penix gets picked up by the Raiders, because then I just don't need to watch the rest of the first round. Like, I don't even care at that point. just give me the day 3 when we draft Rattler.
If they go after Penix at number 2, I'm not gonna lie. I'm expecting some fireworks this draft. Like this draft is not going to go the way people think it's going to go.
I think it's 3. I think 1, 2, 4, 7, 8 is locked. I think that there's no. There could be a difference. Like when you get to 8, I think they could pick a different defensive player. But the Falcons are going defensive, right?
Falcons are going Dallas Turner. That's a no brainer.
I think so too.
They need. I think so
too. But like Titans are going alt.
If he doesn't go to the Chargers.
Right, but we talked about the reason. Like we would think that if they go offensive lineman, that they would go Latham over alt.
Yeah. Latham's the best right tackle. Okay, he's the best.
Is Eminem turning in the what is he doing? Sorry, I've got the volume way down.
Yeah, no, I do too. What was I saying? J.C. Latham is probably the most polished right tackle in the draft. I wouldn't say the best. To me, Amarius Mims has the highest ceiling as far as right tackles go. He's just so raw. That's the biggest thing. He's so raw. But I think J.C. Latham is probably the most polished right tackle in this draft. There's a lot of right tackles in this draft. And people talking about, let's draft all or Olu and put them on the right side. They're pure left tackles. Like, there's no reason to draft a pure left tackle when there's so many good right tackles. There's a lot of good right tackles in this draft. A lot. We could possibly get one as a UDFA. That's how many good right tackles are in this draft. There is a lot of them. We could get one in the 6th round or the 5th round. There's a lot of them, and they're good. Like, they're not bad. They're good. Look at Eminem.
Oh, Megatron. All right.
He's starting to look his age.
Listen. He's one of the few that got out though. Like he looks good.
Yeah, no, he do. He does.
Detroit versus everyone. You're not gonna bring out Big Sean though? What we doing? What we doing here? You're not gonna bring out Big Sean? You're not gonna bring out Royce? Like what? Come on,
Megatron do look good though.
It's disrespectful.
What is he? What, 36, 37 now?
Who, him?
Megatron.
Oh yeah, he's like somewhere in that range.
Barry Sanders, baby.
Oh. Look at Amon-Ra flexing after getting all that money. $84 million richer.
I know, right?
All right, my boy. Thanks for dropping by, man. We appreciate the support. Safe travels, man.
Hey, let me know when you make it home. Shoot a text or call me. Yeah, he's so short. I remember watching his son play at Heritage Hall in OKC before he went over to Stanford.
Mm-hmm. All right, can we just like the first pick has been dropped off? Like,
Really, Aiden Suit. I ain't gonna lie, Aiden Suit is tough.
Yeah, that is tough.
Yeah, I might have to bite that. That's tough, man.
Why does Jared Goff look like he went to American Eagle? Like, bro, what is he doing?
Yeah. Oh, Jared. He looked the most.
Excuse me for a moment.
Oh yeah. All right, here we go.
Oh, fuck this whole thing.
What
This is all
happened?
your fault. Listen, hold on. I'm gonna look right in the camera. It's all your fault, Tommy Cutlets. It's all your goddamn fault. We could have picked Daniels May. Could have picked literally anybody.
Could have had anybody.
You had to go win a couple games.
Yo, I think I'm lagging behind you.
What do you mean? Like
Yeah,
the video?
my broadcast is behind.
The broadcast of the draft, or what I'm talking about?
No, the draft.
Oh yeah, no, I have streaming, so
yeah, I'm streaming it.
No, but I'm saying my I don't have cable. I have Hulu, so it's gonna be like 5 seconds behind.
I'm streaming on NFL Network.
Oh,
yeah, I got it on NFL Network. Man, you already know I was one of the first to cut the cord.
These I actually don't know. I think it has been 10 minutes for a while.
It has been 10 minutes for a couple years now. I can give you the exact right now.
Why are they even counting this down? What are we doing here?
I don't know.
You know what it is? They're trying to let the Giants get all those offers in.
I hope so. I will hope that's it.
Listen, man, I'm telling you, like, let's just draft May, and like, I could be a happy person. I don't want to have to go through more years of pain. I'm tired. Listen, I'm tired of sending bees Venmos. I'm tired. I'm tired. I think in the last 6 years we won one game against Dallas. Like, I'm tired of sending bees $20 every time we play.
Yo, bees, it's been 10 minutes for some years now. It's been 10 minutes for some years now. Honestly, I really don't know why they have this time ago. Everybody knows who the daggone first pick is going to be.
What are we doing here?
This is stupid.
Yeah, B, you're just lucky I'm a person with integrity, because I should cancel the stand bet.
Nah, y'all have had a standing bet for years. You can't cancel a standing bet.
Yeah, it worked when we weren't shitty.
Standing bet for years.
You know, like Eli won the first game in Dallas Stadium. Like, those are the days.
Yep. Yeah, back in the day, man. Now we old. Man, his suit is so tough. I wish he got a haircut though. Golly, his mother look rough.
The suit is tough, but I feel like his jacket could be tailored better.
I agree. I like the zipper. I love the cut of the way it comes across. It overlaps with the zipper. It's different. I like it. It's different.
Yeah, I follow a dude, and it's not. I'm not posting my actual Twitter on here, but I'll share it with you. He goes over, like, when celebrities go to a big event or something like that, or like the president is somewhere, he'll like make comments on the cuts of the suit. Or like Elon Musk was just at an event and he was talking about like how it doesn't shape him correctly, and he's like a professional tailor. But it's really interesting to hear these tidbits, because like you could go in when you're getting your suit and like have these things in the back of your mind, like, oh, I need to be paying attention to this.
Yeah,
I'm getting American. I'm paying attention to this. I'm getting whatever. I mean, I can't wear European anyway. My shoulders are too broad.
I was about to say the same thing. My shoulders are way too broad for European cut. But
it is good, because I always have to get the sleeves tailored.
You and me both. I mean, I got a 81-inch standing reach or something like that. My arms is, they call me stretched for a reason. But we know my arms is long. So I mean, yeah, I always have to get my suits, my shirts tailored, because most shirts don't fit my arm length.
True. Irby, are you still an Eagles fan this year? What's going on? I don't know what fandom. you're in these days.
I'm gonna send out.
Remember when we had Kurt Warner for a hot minute?
You know what though? Kurt Warner actually held it down for us for a little bit though.
Nah, he wasn't bad at all.
Kurt, he held it down for us, so I'll take it.
I forgot they signed DeAndre Swift. Yeah, I mean, listen, they're going all in on Caleb. I don't blame them at all. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do at 9.
I think they go receiver. I think, and this is what I'm hearing. Rome, I don't know. One of the big 3 receivers is going to slip to 9. One is going to slip to 9.
Oh no, it'll definitely be Rome. It'll definitely be Rome. I think that it's too much neighbors has happened for us to not take neighbors. Because then at that point, if you miss on all the quarterbacks and neighbors and Harrison Jr. are better, like that might be the most disastrous non-alt pick that we could make at that position. I don't think that I hate Odunze for what he brings to the field versus like we already have Wandale. You know, like we if we get a young quarterback, you want to shorten the field a little bit. But he gives you a field stretcher on the other side. But I think it's just going to be I think it's just like you have to take neighbors if you whiff on everything else.
So and I've been going back and forth over this like the past couple of days as far as neighbors versus Odunze. I'm gonna give a shout out to my boy Shawnee on Twitter, aka Joker. What's going on, my boy? Odunze has started to grow on me a little bit more than Neighbors. I love Neighbors. Don't get me wrong. I love Neighbors. I love what he brings because Neighbors is special. I'm not gonna front. Neighbors is special. His speed, you know what I mean? What he can do with and without the ball, honestly. He's very, very versatile. Put him in the slot, put him on the outside. But I also think Odunze might be the cleanest prospect as far as wide receivers go outside of Marvin Harrison. Now we know Marvin Harrison Jr. is special. He's my number 1 receiver, point blank period. I don't care what anybody else says. He is my number 1 receiver. That kid is absolutely special. His bloodlines are special. But I think Odunze can make a claim to be either the 2A or 2B to the neighbors. I don't think that there's much separating neighbors and Odunze. Yes, he didn't have a good showing in the championship game, but I will attribute that more to not him. You know what I mean? It's more so that offensive line could not hold water against Michigan. And Penix was missing so many throws that game. Like he was missing a lot. And Odunze was open. When he finally did hit Odunze, Odunze was open almost the whole game. There's maybe 1 or 2 routes he ran that he wasn't open. He was blanketed by Will Johnson. But for the most part, he won a lot of matchups. They just couldn't get him the ball. And if they did throw his way, it was overthrown. You know what I mean? He threw. Penix wasn't putting it on. Oh, here we go. We already know who it is.
I mean, we know who it is. Oh, big surprise.
Like I said, we already knew who the first overall pick was going to be. No surprise, Caleb Williams.
I mean, what? I don't know. I don't know if anybody's coming to a better offensive roster, and potentially also getting Odunze.
Yeah, you got man. Think about what they have there. Like
it would be Swift, it would be Kmet, it would be Moore, Allen, and Odunze.
That's a nice little nucleus right there, man. Now, we do say that they could go wide receiver, but they also could go offensive tackle. Their tackles haven't been hitting. Tevin Jenkins, I think they're going to slide him in the guard. But their tackles haven't been hitting as of late. So offensive tackle is another position they could go at 9.
Wait, does he have the same number Justin Fields had?
Yes, he does. Wow, he got number 1.
Or maybe it's just because he's number 1 in the draft. I don't know if that's going to be his actual number.
Oh, no. Maybe it is going to be his actual number. It don't matter. Justin Fields ain't there no more. It doesn't matter.
It's true.
It's his number now. I think I might get a suit tailored with a zipper. Like I like that. I don't know what it is about. It's different. I like it though.
Is that his girlfriend? Damn.
That's the tall blonde. That's his girl.
Okay, Caleb. I
Yep, the
see
tall
you.
blondish girl.
I see you, Caleb. I ain't mad at you.
She after they did the little nail polish incident with him, he posted a girl, quite a few pics of his girl. I mean, but people knew. Okay, so let me say this about Caleb. Caleb is eclectic, yes, but that's what this generation is different.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Like, don't bother me at all. You kidding me? We had Odell, bro. Odell. Listen, the way this is the word. This is the word that I use to describe this generation. They're zesty.
They are different, very very much. I will put my oldest daughter a part of that. She's part of this generation. They're a different breed. They think differently from how we did growing up and how our predecessors did growing up. They're just different. I'm not mad at them being different. I would rather them be different than be like everybody else. So if you want to paint his nails, then let him. I don't care. It ain't bothering me none. What he does on the football field is ridiculous. He's here to play football. Why does it matter what the heck else he does? If he wants to paint his nails, let him paint his nails. Listen, my daughters used to practice painting nails on me. I walk around with some blue and light blue and white and pink nail polish on from my daughters practicing their little skills. And I don't see no issues with it. Now, you can say I would paint my own nails, no. But my daughters, I used to tea parties and dress up and, hey, daddy, let me do your hair. I did all of that. When I had my longer hair, let my daughters sit there and braid it and put braids in it to practice. But that's just me being a father. I don't see it. I don't see an issue with it. It doesn't.
No, listen, I don't know. I don't know when I dropped out, but I was saying this generation. The only way I can describe it is like they're zesty. I mean, that's all it is. They're zesty. I mean, it's a little zesty.
It's not going to distract what he does on the field.
No, well, all right. Think about it. All right. So the 70s, every man looked like a woman.
Dennis Rodman.
Well, not even just that.
I'm just saying he's a prime example.
Every rock band. Prince, Michael Jackson, like every dude was a lady like.
That's very, very true. They're very true. Very true.
They was getting the hottest women.
What was the Shalimar?
Yeah,
those dudes, that group looked like straight females.
It just comes in a circle. It's like, all right, we had the baggy stuff, ultra masculine, everything, and then it translates back to the thumb, and then it just goes back in the circle, back and around and around and around.
Now, my youngest daughter, they're starting to bring bell bottoms back into effect. I'm like, what? Yeah, I'm like, okay, bell bottoms it is. It's coming back. But yeah, you're right.
Here's a comment from here.
Have you ever painted your nails? No, I've never painted my nails pink, but my daughters have painted my nails pink.
Yeah, I got my siblings are sisters, so I definitely got my nails painted as a kid.
DC, is that my? I think that's my cousin. That is my cousin. That's my cousin. That's my cousin. DCW Marketing. That's my cousin. That's my big cousin. What's going on, cousin? Yep, that's my big cousin.
So, compared to growth, listen, Bees, we understand, but it's just trying to illustrate the point. Like it's not as big of a deal as people are making it out to be.
Yeah,
I think part of it is just like trying to get people to let Caleb slide. Getting him to drop a little bit, but that didn't work. So
yeah. They honestly blew it out of proportion.
They always do, man. It's always about like the off the field, like, oh, he doesn't love football. Like, dude, he was getting cracked, and his team was letting up 50 points a game. Like this man was running for his life,
and he was still keeping them in the game. Like his worst season was 30 TDs and 5 INTs. What? I would take that. That's his worst season. 30 TDs and 5 INTs. Come on, man.
He cried after a game. Oh, are you serious? Jordan cried after a game. Kobe cried after a game. Are you serious?
Listen, let me tell you something. People cry. If you put your heart and soul into something, you're going to feel that emotion. He knew that game basically decided, the postseason for them. So yeah, I mean, I understand the emotion came out of him. There's nothing wrong with that. Yes, he went to his. He's a child. He's a kid. I would say he's a child compared to us. We think he's a child. He's a kid, man. Like it's not you making it seem like this dude got 5 kids and a wife, and he's sitting over here crying to his mom. No, he's a kid who put his heart and soul into this game, and he knew he left it out on the field. And yeah, he knew that game was it for him. You know what I mean? Yo, when I say one thing, my high school game, when I knew it was it, yo, I cried too. I broke my hand too because I punched the locker, but I let the emotion out as well because we was up 10 and going into the fourth quarter, man. You know what I mean? I already had a double-double in that game, a double-double in that game. And it was a 20-point swing. And we lost. And wow, I tell you, I cried my head off in that locker room. It was the regional finals, so I never forget it, man. We played Plainfield. Little tidbit about that: the starting point guard for Plainfield ended up going to college with me.
Oh, we knew that.
Oh yeah, Jaden Daniels, pick number 2. We already knew that. Jaden Daniels. Yep, that was also expected. Yep. Okay, now this is where the draft starts. Let's see what the Giants, the Pats, will do. Yep. Looks like the Pats is taking Drake May at 3. They're going to stay at 3 and take Drake May. There it is.
Yeah, listen. I was pretty sure that it was going to happen. It's just I think that we're going to pass up on JJ, and that's going to make me the most pissed possible.
Yeah. But like I said, QB 1, 2, and 3. I've been saying it from the beginning. QB 1, 2, and 3. A trade up was a pipe dream.
I mean, you make the offer. You know what I mean?
Yep. But again, like I said, said this from the very, very beginning.
You did call.
When Jarrett Mayo did his interview, he said he's going to go get the most important position on the field.
I think it's a horrible landing spot for Drake May. I kind of feel bad for him. Like I think it's a really bad position for him to be in.
Unless they go get Brandon Ayuk, which will help. But we'll see. I mean, we don't know. I think Drake May does need to sit a year to learn. But it is what it is. So looks like it's going to be Odunze or Neighbors at 6. Unless they go JJ. But I think it's going to be either Odunze or Neighbors. Hey, cuz appreciate the shout out. Thank you for tuning in.
Absolutely.
My boy just texted me. He's actually a Commanders fan. Yes, B's the Pats hired Jarrett Mayo as their head coach.
Mayo.
Yeah, my boy is watching it, and he is a Commanders fan. He didn't want Jaden Daniels, but I said, listen, man, you got to give him a chance because he's going to end up on the team. Sure enough, they drafted Jaden Daniels.
Nobody care about the Commanders. Nobody care about that team, man. I'm worried about pick 3. Pick 3 is the only thing that matters right now.
Well, pick 3 is about. We already know what pick 3 is about to be. It's going to be Drake May.
I understand, but until they actually pick up the card and say Drake May, I have a moment. Okay.
So it's going to be Drake May too. It's going to be Drake May. Yep. I just got the alert on my phone.
Yeah, no, it's going to be May. But again, now it's going to be.
Yep, Drake May.
JJ's going to slip to us. We're going to pick up Neighbors, and then I just get to be mad for a couple days.
Pat should build their team first and get a QB next year. They should, but they're not going to. They got their QB. Jarrett Mayo said from the very, very beginning that when he got in his introductory press conference that he was going to go get a QB. And that's what fired up the crowd. And yep. Look, they didn't even take long to pick.
No, I listen. It's Drake May. I get it.
Yep. Drake May it is.
try to get them off the number 3 overall pick. In the end, the Patriots opt likely for their franchise quarterback rather than a big-time trade.
Does that make it?
Robert Kraft.
Yes. Yeah, no, heck with it.
Zero chance. I already knew from the very beginning they weren't trading it. another ruined QB. Yeah. Yep. Yep. He's gonna have to play right away. I think he's gonna have to play right away in order for them to generate some type of excitement. He's gonna have to play right away. Jacoby Brissett. I mean, yeah, sure, Jacoby Brissett, but the New England faithful is gonna be calling for Drake May ASAP. All right, so
all right.
Whoever we draft at QB next year, it's gonna have a great receiver to throw to. Yep, it's probably gonna be Neighbors. I think Neighbors is gonna be our pick. I think Neighbors is gonna end up being our pick, unless he goes to the Chargers. But I think it's gonna be Neighbors. Either Neighbors or dudes. MHJ is going next. We know that already.
Does that mean we're drafting Beck? Is this what we're doing? Are we gonna be drafting Beck?
Oh, heck no, I hope not, man. I'm not a fan. Beck is a product of his players around him. He's not a player that made his team better. To me, nah. Nope. Drake May. See? Called it.
Well, now I get to hate New England even more.
What'd you say? Yeah, that was I didn't want to get everybody's hopes up, man. I already knew that Drake May was going to the pass. There was come on now. The most important position on the team. Everybody at the top knows that they need a signal caller. Everybody at the top knows they need a signal caller. Everybody knows that the team starts with the QB. You don't have a good QB, the team is not going to go.
I get you, but they have the worst drafting of offensive players that could be possible. Like the Pats' history of drafting offensive player is so terrible, and it's just been overshadowed by the fact that Tom Brady has made a lot of people look way better than they would without Tom Brady.
It's a new regime, though, so we got to give it a chance.
Again, it's a new regime. The owner ain't changed.
No, that's true. But I think Robert Kraft is realizing that he has to evolve. Unlike some owners, a.k.a. Mr. Jerry Jones down in Cowboy Land, he realized that he has to evolve. He got to let his GM, Elliot Wolf, got to go out there and do what he got to do. It would have been nice, though, to get Drake May. I'm not going to lie. It would have been nice, but it is what it is. So we got another year of Daniel Jones. Another year of Daniel Jones. Lord Jesus.
I should have just stayed being a Packers fan. They got love. I'd have been so happy with myself.
And we already know where the Pats are going. I mean, not the Pats, the Cards are going for their next pick. Kyler Murray needs weapons.
Oh, no. It's Marvin Harrison.
It's going to be Marvin Harrison Jr. So that leaves J.J. McCarthy. That leaves Rome Odunze. That leaves Malik Neighbors. And if we assume that the Chargers are going to go offensive tackle, which I don't know. But JJ McCarthy could end up being JJ McCarthy.
Listen, I don't think you pass on JJ McCarthy at 6 if he's there.
I agree.
I just don't. Because again, like it's JJ McCarthy plus whoever's at 47. And we also are going to have a crap load. So JJ McCarthy doesn't even have to start one game in this year. Doesn't have to start a single one. And then you have $80 million in cap space next year.
That's true.
You can get a wide receiver. You can draft a wide receiver in the second round this year. You can get something, like you said, there's right tackle. Like there's things that we can get that we don't have to stretch for. And then next year you can go, okay, money's available. Let's get some people around him. And then, so with Neighbors, it's like, okay, you got to go Neighbors, and then you have a year of bad play. And
unless they go QB in the second, which I don't think there will be a QB there in the second.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's Rattler, but I still don't think Rattler sees the field anyway. I don't think anybody you draft right now, you see the field as long as DJ is under contract and healthy. If it was May, yeah, you put May right in, but I don't think JJ would be. If you make that pick, you have to go, this is a future thing.
Yeah, well, I don't know. For us, I think Drake May wasn't going to play right away. Even if we did draft him, I don't think he was going to play right away anyway. I think he was probably going to sit.
I think he would have played in the first year.
I don't see him playing in the first year.
I think it's going to be Marvin Harrison Jr. Shocker.
Yeah, I didn't see him playing in the first year, honestly.
1, 2, and 3 to start an NFL draft in 1971. We saw Plunkett, Archie Manning, and Dan Pastorini start.
Now we could hold off and try to go for Arch, but that means
when is Arch? Is Arch 26?
Arch is 26. No, Arch is a redshirt sophomore. So he was a redshirt freshman this year. This was his freshman year. So next year would be his redshirt freshman year. So 26. So yeah, MHJ to the Cards.
All right, we're gonna go through these. We're gonna go through these comments. Jerry is sure the Cowboys' first pick. They'll draft the real G.
That's hilarious.
I'm dead. Yeah, dude, I'm with this. Like Daniel Jones is going to get hurt. He already has an injury history. So
wait a minute. Let me say something about that. He has an injury clause in his contract. So if he gets hurt, we got to pay him like $40-something million. He might be on the sideline holding the clipboard for the rest of the season if they go JJ McCarthy. That just depends, though. But yeah, I think so. We know this is MHJ.
Oh yeah. It's already.
That's a foregone conclusion. This is MHJ.
Yeah. Now it's where it gets interesting. What do the Chargers do?
Yep.
What do they do?
So my boy,
I'm of the opinion that 11 and 23 are not good package picks.
No, nobody wants to drop that far. Nobody wants to drop outside the top 10.
Exactly. You drop out of the top 10, and then 23 might as well just not even be a part of the package.
Exactly. But they also said they weren't going to put 23 in the package. So Marvin Harrison Jr., we already know this. Yep. Oh, all right. There go the Chargers.
I'm telling you, bro, we're going to be staring down JJ.
Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be JJ. He better be better than the last Heisman Trophy winner. Hey, my boy, let me tell you. Yeah, he is. Jaden Daniels is better. Jaden Daniels actually has his head on his shoulders.
Yeah.
You know, my boy, because like I said, my boy's a Commanders fan. So yeah, he actually has a decent head on his shoulders. So yes, he will be better. That's a great pick for the Cardinals, though. That's a really, really good pick for the Cardinals. I mean, it's expected. Been saying this from the very beginning. It's expected. Yes. I don't. 1, 2, 3, and 4 it has went exactly how I expected it to go from the jump.
Oh yeah, listen, you called it, man. You definitely called it. It's just now it's interesting.
But there's some late buzz going around now that Drake May's going to the Pats that the Giants could trade down with Michael Penix in mind. I hope. Okay. I like Michael Penix. I don't like Michael Penix injury history. We already got a off the injured QB. We don't need another one. Will the Giants move to 5 for JJ McCarthy? For what?
Yeah, hold on. Sorry, I'm staring at the screen. This is a top tier comment right here. I love this. This is what I'm here for. This is
Yeah,
what I'm here for.
You're right.
Listen,
So
if he was available at 47 all day, every day, I would be perfectly fine with Neighbors and Penix.
now
But
listen,
he's not going past 13.
one thing about Penix is this: he's been injured. He was injured every year for 4 years straight. He had a season-ending injury every year for 4 years straight until he got to Washington, and then he was healthy for 2 years. He's about to be 24. Oh, he is 24. I'm not going to take that chance. We're not known to keep players healthy. Our field is not known to keep players healthy. I wouldn't take that. Yes, he can spin the ball. Yes, he can chuck that bad boy. But
No, it's no shot, dude. Because again, you're dealing with Jones, ACL, neck.
Yep, and Penix had what, 2 ACLs and 2 shoulders. I just wouldn't do it, man. Give me 1 second, real quick. Let me turn this light on.
You good? Oh man, I'm like 20 seconds from tilting here.
You're 20.
I will say that this pick is taking way too long, so I'm a little worried that they are entertaining a pick swap, which has me worried because there's no reason for us to swap with them. Now, all right, Stretch, listen to this.
I'm listening.
What if they pick Neighbors here? We definitely go JJ, right? Like, there's no.
I think they like Odunze as much as they like Neighbors.
No, I'm saying just specifically Neighbors. What if they take Neighbors here? We have to go JJ, right? Like, is there a world where you pick Odunze over JJ?
There is a world where you pick Odunze over JJ if you have conviction that locking Daniel Jones would be okay.
Can't believe you said those words out loud, my man.
I know.
All right, pick us in. I don't think there's a trade. All right. Okay. All right. Listen. New York Giants. I'm going to need you to pick up JJ McCarthy. Like, I have come full circle on this. And so here's my reasoning. You want to go quarterback as many times until it hits.
Yep.
At zero cost to your franchise. JJ misses. If we suck, we pick again in the first round. Like, you pick again, and you just keep on picking again until you get it right.
You just keep You keep picking until you get it right. I don't care.
Listen, I'm wearing my Odell jersey. I'm a big of an Odell fan as everybody, but we did not win shit with Odell. And that was with the greatest quarterback in our franchise's history. Quarterback is the only thing that matters. Only. You have a great team and a quarterback that's okay, that's Brock Purdy. Doesn't win you a chip.
Yeah.
Doesn't win you chips. You might, again, if you want to be Shanahan, that's cool. I don't want to lose in Super Bowls. That ain't my style. If we go to Super Bowls, we got to win them. Otherwise, just lose. Like, is that whole Jordan thing about like rings? I'd rather be Jordan than LeBron. You know what I mean? I'd rather be like, every time I went to the finals, I won.
I won. Yep, I agree. I mean, I was looking. I was checking updates on my Twitter real quick. The Chargers are making their pick. They're not going to trade the pick.
All right. My wish is for them to pick up Neighbors here. So it forces us into JJ, and Giants Twitter won't absolutely kill us over it.
I think they will go. But even if they do go Neighbors, I still think that.
Listen. Here's the thing. We passed on Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, Jalen Hurts, Jordan Love. Like, if we do that again,
it was a different regime, though.
I understand, but that's what I'm saying. Let JJ be the part of this regime.
They got to have conviction that JJ is the QB that they want.
I think that it's the QB that you can try to make work. And if it doesn't work, again, you've lost nothing.
But if
we talk about this, first round receivers have the worst hit rate, right? I know quarterback is right before that, but quarterback is so much more important.
But the thing, all right. So what I'm gonna say is this: they went all in for Drake May with the Pats. They went all in for Drake May. That should tell us something. That should tell us something. Them going all in for Drake May should tell us something.
No, I get it. I get it. I 100% get it. But all I'm saying is you give JJ the chance. And again, if it doesn't work out, and again, I know Giants Twitter will kill us, but the problem is, the only problem with Daniel Jones is not the fact that we drafted him, right? That's its own problem. But I think, again, Haskins would not have been better. So, like, we're being a little bit revisionist in, like, what we would have done because he was going to be Haskins or Jones. The problem is that we gave him a contract instead of tagging him and going, you got one more year to prove this, and then if you don't, we just get rid of you. Giving him the contract is the mistake, not drafting the quarterback.
I agree, and I'm going to shout out. I want to shout out somebody real quick on. So you know, I like to build bridges on Twitter. I like to get to know new people, and Mr. New on Twitter, you know, me and we had a good little back and forth earlier today, and he pointed out that as well. He pointed out exactly that. He pointed out exactly that. So, Mr. New, it's your shout out there, sir. Let's see.
Joe Alt. What?
Yep. I knew it. I knew it.
You know what?
It. So
listen, this is why. Oh, Kendall, what's up, my boy? Stretch is my boy Kendall. Kendall, welcome. Yeah, we tilted, man. We're gonna tilt in like 20 seconds. All right, so this is why Stretch is the football king.
Oh, shoot.
He hasn't. Listen, this man's batting 1,000 right now.
Oh,
hey. 1,000. For y'all that we're not on, we've been live for an hour and 13 minutes. Before anybody got on, he said Joe Alt was the pick for the Chargers. And again, when this goes on YouTube and you can scroll backwards, you can see that he did it.
I said
he was good. Oh, y'all are just coming in to see me tilt. See. If you don't pick JJ, you gonna have to take over, Stretch. I take over.
I said it was going to be Joe Alt, though. I said it, man. I said it. All right. So now we got somebody proposed this earlier. JJ McCarthy, Neighbors, or Odunze. I can't remember who it was on Twitter who proposed, or X, who proposed this, but somebody proposed, what if JJ Odunze, I want to say it was my boy Eli from New York Revival. I think it was Eli from New York Revival. What if it's JJ, Odunze, or Neighbors on the board? What do you do? I said you go JJ. That's what I said.
I think you have to go JJ here.
I think you have to go JJ.
I think you have to go JJ here. Like
that's
Okay. Of all the sports teams that I support, the Giants give me the most fucking agita out of all of them combined. I don't get this stressed about the Sixers. I don't get this stressed about the Rangers. I don't get this stressed about the Braves. I only care about the Giants, and this is.
I agree. I'm with you on that one, bro. Yeah,
Kendall, I'm already tilted. Like, can you see me? I'm already tilted.
Hey, listen, let me say something real quick. The Joe Alt pick. Joe Alt's going to slide in the left tackle. Rashawn Slater is going to slide back over to right tackle. Rashawn Slater was a right tackle coming out of college. He's going to slide back over to the right tackle spot, which is his natural spot. Joe Alt on the left side. That line has gotten significantly better.
Listen, this is what we talked about for y'all that came on just recently. We were talking about this is what Harbaugh wants.
Yeah,
he wants to know, okay, the solution to the Pat Mahomes problem.
Guess who the pick is? I just got the text.
What is it?
You want to know?
No. Let me figure out live.
I know who it is. I just got the text.
I want to see my reaction live.
I knew it.
Don't stop. Chill. I'm not. Listen, I'm looking at my TV. Y'all are gonna see my reaction. So.
Oh shoot!
Stop it!
Oh shoot! Oh my gosh!
Well, it's definitely not Neighbors based on your reaction. So just give me a second. The pick is in.
I know who it is.
The pick is in. Right, listen, I'm closing social media. I'm just literally staring at my TV. I'm not even looking at chat. I'm sorry if you're posting things right now, but I am not looking at anything until this pick is in.
Hey, Throtty, it's not Bo Nix. I'll tell you that right now.
Listen, I got to mute y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all can hear me, but I can't hear you. So
I knew it. I knew it. Something in the back of my head said it was going to be this way. Yep. Something in the back of my head said this was going to be the pick. Oh, I'm good with it. I posted something earlier that said, give me.
Come on. I need my stream to catch up to whatever y'all are doing on Twitter. Also, too, like Twitter revealing things early is awful.
It is.
I apologize if I'm talking over them.
NFL Network is on a delay. But you know, Ari, Shefty, they all get the stuff early. I already know what it is. Ian, excuse me, I forgot to say Ian. You know, Ian is the king. Yep.
Oh, boo. Oh, what an awful decision.
Did you see what it was?
Yeah.
I'm good with it. It is what it is. I mean, it is what it is. I'm good with the selection. We needed some more firepower. We need some more firepower, and he will be the most electric thing on the field. Malik Neighbors. I'm good with it. I said, let me get either one of the top 4 QBs or one of the top 3 wide receivers, and we got one of the top 3 wide.
God damn it.
Mike,
you know the worst part about it under this? I didn't even realize I had the stupid James Harden shirt on. So it's more disappointments.
I'm not disappointed. The only thing I say I got to deal with on X is the Dan clan, the cultists of the Dan clan, Daniel Jones truthers. That's I got to deal with that.
Bro, the Vikings, Daniel Jones the Vikings literally don't have to do anything to get JJ. Like what? Like this is the worst outcome. This is literally the worst of the outcomes outside of, and it couldn't have been Joe Alt because he went before this. This is the worst of the outcomes for me.
My only thing is dealing with these people as far as it comes to Daniel Jones. I gotta listen to these.
Listen, Bobby, I understand JJ is not the best, but we employ Daniel Jones for $160 million. I mean, JJ being bad for free.
Yo, that's hilarious. I need a drink. I can't drink because I got to get up early in the morning and have dental surgery, but I need a drink, man. I'm good. I like Neighbors, man. I love Neighbors. I love what he brings to the game. You know, he's a special talent. Very, very special talent.
I don't dislike Neighbors. But it's the fact that we now have to wait another year to figure out our quarterback thing.
Unless we go Rattler in a second. Rattler
doesn't solve our problem. I think we both know that.
It doesn't, but he's a decent QB. I just don't. Oh shoot, man! I gotta listen. God, I gotta listen to these. I gotta deal with these daggone people on Twitter, man.
Again, I don't diss. No, the Bo Nix is going. Listen, Bo Nix is going to the Broncos.
Yeah, Bo Nix is not. Yeah, Bo Nix is going to the Broncos.
They're taking consolation prizes, and I think it's the stupidest thing possible. But they're taking consolation prizes.
Penix is going to end up at the Raiders.
Yeah, Penix is going to be on the Raiders, and then that's got like the first round is basically over.
I got it. I do. I will say this though. I'm not mad. Neighbors is a special talent. People like
He is. It's
He
just
is a special talent.
unless again, you're the college guy, so you'll know who the potential guys are. For me, if we get Shader Sanders, fine. But I think that he's not a top 10 pick type of guy. And it looks like we're going to be picking in the top 10.
Shador?
Yeah.
So, all right, let me say this. No, Shador is to me, he's a top 5 talent.
See, like these are people I love. You see what's happening here?
Yeah, I see. I like the pick. Of course, you like the pick because he got Daniel Jones throwing him the rock. Somebody, I gotta send out this tweet that somebody put up, and it's they said Daniel Jones throwing a rock to neighbors and dude throwing a frisbee, but he throws the frisbee far to the right.
And listen, and we're about to go down 0-3 to the Knicks tonight. Like, this is just not my day, man. This is just not my damn day.
So we got Malik, we got Hyatt, we got Wandale, and we got Belly.
What does it matter? Who's throwing to him? Who's throwing to him? Daniel Jones, he had 15 passing touchdowns. 15. See, I'm a mild-mannered person. I swear to God, this isn't like me. I swear to God, this isn't like me, but only the Giants could do this shit to me. I was telling somebody the other day, if we hadn't won 2 of my favorite Super Bowls of all time, do you know how like upset of a person I'd be all the time? Like, I would just be the most upset person.
I like the pick, man.
All right. While I'm not caring anymore, so 2025 NFL draft.
Well, hey, fellas, guess we'll get our QB next year. We'll get our starting QB next year. Unless they
Sanders,
trade into the
viewers, Beck.
I think Drew Lock is going to end up being the starter. I think Drew Lock is going to end up being starter. They don't want to pay that premium to. They don't want to pay that premium to Daniel Jones if he gets hurt. That's extra $40 million if he gets hurt. We have an out after this contract. We're done with him after this season. We'll move on. So we're going to be picking. We're going to be picking in the top 10 again next year.
But look at this.
Love my team, but we're going to be
Sanders, Ewers, or Beck. Is this really what we're doing? Is this really what we're doing?
You got Cam Ward who went back. You got Drew Alar, who's coming out, who's our Penn State. I'm not sold on Drew because Drew has died. He regressed badly this year as far as a starter. There's some cute. All right, so look, we say this every year. We look at the QBs now, but when the season starts and once the season's over, it's going to be a lot bigger crop of QBs than what we see now. Jackson Dart is a QB.
What? Wait, what?
I like Shador. I like.
No, what was that dude's name?
Jackson Dart.
Jackson Dart.
Dart. D-A-R-T. From Mississippi. He's from Ole Miss.
Okay.
He's a QB.
So you got a dude that's a wide is a 2K creative player. His name is Dart. Like Dart.
Dart, like throwing a dart. Yes, Jackson. No, but he actually can throw. He's actually pretty good. He's the
You're making people up. You're making people up to make me feel better. Stop making people up.
No, bro. He's the QB for Ole Miss. He used to play for. He used to be at USC. Transferred over to Ole Miss. He's been Lane Kiffin's QB for the last couple of years. He's actually a good player. We got Shador. I think Shador. Honestly, I think Shador is QB1. That is my opinion. I know. Hey, babe. Oh, hold on real quick. Let me stop. Let me give a shout out to my oldest baby girls in the chat. Hey, baby.
You're beautiful. All right, I'll stop cussing now and act my age.
Yeah, my oldest baby girls in the chat. So, but I like Jackson Dart. I like Shador. I'm not sold on Beck. I think Beck was more of a product of the players around him because he has some great skilled players around him. You got Ewers, but I'm not really sold on Quinn Ewers. I think Arch is going to end up taking that job probably during this season, honestly. You got Cam Ward down in Miami. You got DJ Uiagalelei at Florida State. No, he's at Florida State now, yeah. You got Drew Allard at Penn State. There's some QBs. It's not going to be the same crop of QBs that we see now at the top of the draft next year.
Hold on, where is it? Hold on. Roddy, this came from you, so I appreciate you. Wait, do I have it over here? Did I move it? I must have moved them. I had some Sanders rookie cards that I was holding.
Oh, really?
Just in case. But it's not over here. But I mean, again, I'm not opposed to Sanders, but Sanders as like a top 10 pick feels icky. Like I'm not going.
No, I will say this. Sanders elevated his team. Sanders made Colorado better than what they were.
He did. He absolutely did. But my problem is I'm worried about his pocket presence. I'm worried about him versus really good coverage.
It's his O-line was trash. They had Jackson State players as their O-linemen. Like they actually brought in some dogs this year. So that O-line is going to be a lot better than it was last year. It's going to be a lot better this year than it was last year. I think they're going to make some noise, honestly. I'd see them winning at least 8 games. I can see them winning 8 games this year. Okay, so we knew the Titans were going offensive tackle. That was a no-brainer.
Oh, this thing's still going on. Oh no.
Yeah. There's about to be a run on offensive tackles.
All right, you know what? Let's wait a minute.
Oh no, they didn't.
What?
The Falcons.
What? Well, hold on. We're not there yet.
No, we're not. I'm sorry, guys. You got to excuse me. I'm getting my alerts from.
Yeah, I know.
I got some people's. I be getting alerts from. I got some people's that I tap into, so I get my alerts from. The Falcons. Wow, I did not see that coming. I didn't see that. No, they didn't trade it. They made a pick, but I didn't see that one coming. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Well, again, we're on stream, so I don't care. I don't care about anything anymore. So you can just drop it. We'll find out. What is it?
Nah, I'll let you find out. No, I'm not going to ruin it. I'm not going to ruin it.
Did they take Penix?
The Falcons took Michael Penix Jr. The Falcons took Michael Penix Jr. What? Yo, you just paid Kirk Cousins $180 million.
Okay. It makes me feel better that there's a franchise dumber than ours. So,
you need defense. You need an edge rusher. What are you doing? You got Dallas Turner right there. Dallas Turner is the premier edge rusher. Outside of Chop Robinson, Dallas Turner and Chop Robinson are the 2 top premier edge rushers in this draft. You had him right there. And you go Michael Penix Jr., who's not going to see the field for at least 2 years. He's already 24. He's going to be 26 before he sees the field. Yo, that's wild. What? That doesn't make sense.
No, it makes no sense after giving Kirk all that money. Here's my thing. Why did you even take Kirk then?
Why would you pay Kirk $180 million if you're going to draft Michael Penix? And then you're going to sit him for 2 years, and by the time he gets to play, he's going to be 26, 27 years old? Make it make sense. The math ain't mathing, man. That was stupid. That was stupid. You need an edge rusher. You need somebody to get after the ball. Who do you got to go after the ball? Who do you got on the defensive side to make the other team sweat? Nobody. What? That was dumb. Well, guess what, the Raiders? I guess the Raiders better trade up for Bo Nix unless they plan on going with Aiden O'Connell and Jarrett Stidham for this year.
Yeah, but they don't have the picks. They don't have the Broncos and the Raiders don't have the capital to move anywhere.
No, they can now. There's only at the pick. They're at pick 8. They're about to get picked. So Chicago's on the board. They can try to trade up with Chicago right now. They have enough to trade up with Chicago.
If you trade up with Chicago, though, you pick JJ.
Chicago's going to go with Dunze.
Yeah, I mean, I think that makes sense.
Did I not say this earlier? I said this earlier in the stream. I said if they go, they're going to go.
Wouldn't you take Turner here, though?
What'd you say?
Wouldn't you take Turner here if you're the Bears?
No, for what? No, you get your offensive power. They need offense. They need offense. You can get your edge rusher later on for the Bears. The Bears need offense. They got JD. They got Kmet. They got Keenan Allen, who is over the hill. Keenan Allen is 37 years old. They're going Romo Dunze. Caleb Williams to Romo Dunze, bro, that's about to be live. That is going to be live in Madden. What?
It is
I
going to
don't
be
watch
live.
the Bears just for that connection. It's going to be Rome.
live.
It's going to be Romo Dunze. It's going to be Rome. If they don't trade the big, it's going to be Rome. It's going to be Rome. Penix to the That makes
all
no
right,
sense,
all right.
bro. That don't make sense, man.
I feel less bad now. I still feel really bad that we don't have JJ, but I feel less bad now.
So my boy just hit me up on. He said, "We good with neighbors." Yes, we like neighbors. We love neighbors. It's just we need a QB. We love neighbors.
I just hate having to wait a year before anything happens.
But you know what? Honestly, listen. Let me put this in perspective for us. I think whoever we drafted at QB was going to sit a year. That was my mindset. Whoever we drafted at QB this year was going to sit regardless. So I don't think waiting another year, because they have already said that Daniel Jones was going to be the starter. He's going to be the player. He's going to be ready for camp. He's going to be the player. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Now I love Malik Neighbors. I've been talking about Malik Neighbors on X for a while. A couple of people, my boy Ked, my brother Dub, they can attest to it. I've been talking about Neighbors for a while. I love Neighbors. Neighbors he's so good, man. He is so good. It's just who we got throwing him the rock, man.
Bro, okay. So Cousins has a 4-year deal. Cousins' deal is 4 years.
See? What? That don't make sense.
What are you doing?
That don't make no sense. It doesn't make sense, man. It doesn't make any sense. Wow. But okay, so I would say that they did say that. We know Penix is a better passer than JJ McCarthy. JJ McCarthy is sliding. He might end up with the Vikings, and the Vikings didn't have to move to get him. Wow. That was the first surprise of the draft right there.
That
was the first surprise.
That is Daniel Jones level awful pick.
Yeah, I agree. I fully agree. That was the first surprise of the draft. JJ McCarthy stands where you're at, man. Somebody DJ said Malik Neighbors, man, fire Joe Shea. Yo,
listen.
The fan base is split.
So here's the problem. JJ had a chance to keep the fan base together because people would be mad and they'd realize the longer view. Neighbors having a bad season is going to set, like, people are going to go into full tilt, bro. Like, it's going to be a long year in Giants Twitter. And I don't know if you follow Gridiron Media, but I had to block him because he's just trolling.
I still keep him on. I just I look at the tweets. I don't really say much.
I can't get trolled like that. I can't get trolled.
Let me interrupt you. Chicago's pick is in.
Okay, well, it's Odunze looking by your face.
It is Odunze. What did I say? What did I say? Bro, I've hit on every pick up to now. I've hit on every single pick up to now. Caleb to Odunze, man. That's about to be nasty, boy. That's gonna be so nasty. Yep.
I'm just over here getting receipts.
Don't the Falcons, my boy? Don't the Falcons have Kirk Cousins? Yes, 4 years, $180 million Kirk Cousins, and they went and drafted Penix. It don't make sense, man. It doesn't make sense. Chicago didn't waste no time on that pick. All right, so I'm calling this next pick. The Jets is up next. I think the Jets are going to go
Brock Bowers, because they're dumb.
I think it's going to be Brock Bowers. So that's my first. I think it's going to be Brock Bowers, but I also think they could go offensive tackle. Y'all remember they got Tyron Smith, who's 30. He's a grandfather. Tyron Smith was the grandfather on that line. So Olu Fashanu could also be in play here. Olu Fashanu is a left tackle from Penn State. For all those who don't know, I think it's going to be Bowers, but I don't know. I have a sneaky suspicion that Olu Fashanu could be the pick.
Okay, so we're gonna play a game, right? You remember like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon?
Yep.
You ever heard about that?
Yep.
Do you remember that the Falcons passed on Lamar Jackson?
I do.
Paid Kirk Cousins the amount that they were going to pay Lamar Jackson, and then just drafted Michael Penix.
Actually, you're wrong. They were going to pay Lamar less than what they paid Kirk Cousins. They were trying to pay Lamar less than what they paid Kirk Cousins, and they could have had him. Though they really could have had him. Shoot, they got an old injured QB, gave him 4 years, $180 million. What? Okay, so like I said, I already knew they were going QB. They were going wide receiver. That was a foregone conclusion. The Bears offense is going to be nasty. That Bears offense is going to be nasty, man. Romo Doomsday. Oh, the Jets just traded with the Vikings.
Really?
Yep.
Why?
The Jets just traded with the Vikings. The Minnesota went up to 10. They're going to take JJ.
Why would you do that?
Jets got 11, 129, 157 for 10.
Why would you trade the pick? Jets weren't picking a quarterback.
Jets weren't taking a quarterback.
But why would you trade the pick?
They were taking offers from Denver and Las Vegas. That's why they traded up to get him. Don't forget, we did the same thing last year with Deontay Banks. We traded up one pick to get him because we didn't want to lose him. So Minnesota is doing exactly what we did last year. And JJ McCarthy is going to be a Minnesota Viking. Yep, JJ McCarthy to the Vikings.
Oh, JJ is going to be so good.
Yes, he is. JJ got JJ, the JJ to JJ, the JJ to JJ connection. You got JJ, you got Jordan Addison. Who's their tight end up there?
Oh my God, man! We whiffed again.
Aaron Jones, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, Jalen Naylor, TJ Hawkinson. That's who they tight end was. I couldn't call it.
We whiffed again.
TJ Hawkinson. Yo, JJ's gonna be set, man. JJ's actually, I think JJ's going to a good situation. JJ McCarthy's going to a good situation.
That's what I'm saying. He's gonna be so good.
Yeah, he's going to a good situation. And we know hindsight is 2020. People are going to look back on that pick and be like, man, wish we should have drafted JJ McCarthy at that time.
Yes, because the hindsight is 2020 because it's not wrong.
Yep. JJ McCarthy to the Vikings.
Because again, think about it. We have whiffed on 3 potential Hall of Famers, two potential Hall of Famers, 1 quarterback that went to the Super Bowl, a quarterback that's won the MVP twice.
Yeah, man.
And Justin Herbert, who our GM talked about that he was going after him the whole time.
He did. We missed out on Pat Mahomes too.
I can understand that. I can understand everyone had reservations. I don't really blame us for that. But Ben
McAdoo didn't have any reservations. Ben McAdoo said get him.
We stared them in the eye.
Yeah.
Oh my
gosh, yeah. So JJ McCarthy is a Minnesota Viking. He didn't get out the top 10. They said he wasn't gonna get out the top 10. The Vikings had conviction, and he is a Viking, and he's going to a very, very good situation with a very, very good. Get right with Lock for now, man. I guess why not? Hey, Drew Lock, you are the new star of the New York Giants. How you feel about that one, buddy?
So why is it that Rutgers is going to be the only team that's going to save me this year? How is it Rutgers? How is it Rutgers?
Hold on, Rutgers basketball.
Exactly.
Rutgers basketball.
How is Rutgers basketball going to be the only thing that saves me this year? Rutgers basketball.
Oh Lord, dog. I love my team, bro, but I don't know if I'll be watching this year. It's gonna be more of the same. It's going to be more of the same.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna bring up a graphic.
Oh,
I don't know if I can do it through this way. Hold on, I'm gonna stop sharing for a second.
Oh,
so I'm gonna share. Hold on, I'm gonna share the screen.
I like Neighbors. I like Neighbors. I love Neighbors, actually. I
like Neighbors too. It's just the totality of it all.
Man, our QB is trash, man. He's not good. He is not good at all. He's garbage. He is garbage, man. He's garbage.
Okay. I want you to look at this stretch. I want you to look at this.
Oh, we have a worse record than the Carolina Panthers. That's sad. That's sad. In the last 100 games, we are dead last in the NFC period.
I don't have the graphic for the NFL, but we're actually also the worst in the NFL.
Oh, I know. And can we get Eli out of retirement? Hey, Eli, if you so happen to come across your stream, hey, come on back, sir. We need you. We need you. All right, so yeah. I don't want Bo Nix. I don't want nothing to do with Bo Nix. I don't want nothing to. If we trade,
he's Mac Jones. He's Mac Jones.
He's worse than Mac Jones. He is Chase Daniels. His ceiling is Colt McCoy. That is it. He is. He was made to look better than what he was because of that offense. I can guarantee you, Dylan Gabriel, and what's that cat's name? The young cat that came from UCLA. He's up there now. The freshman. I can't remember his name. I got to look him up. But Dylan Gabriel is going to be the starter up there now. He came from OU. Dylan Gabriel is going to put up the same exact numbers that Bo Nix put up. Matter of fact, he might even put up better numbers than Bo Nix put up. And people are going to see Bo Nix he's not it. Bo Nix is a journeyman at best. There's a reason why with his numbers that he had, he slid so far down the draft board. There's a reason. He doesn't make his team better. His team made him better. His team made him better. I gotta look up this kid's name. I gotta look up this kid's name, but they got another freshman. I want to say he's from UCLA. I want to say he's from.
Ooh, the Magic put the waxing on the Cavs. Yeah,
well, they're home. They're home.
Still, I don't mean you got to lose by 40.
Hey, you see what my boys did to them boys last night, right? 32, baby.
Hey, listen. I was with you on this. I called the sweep, so I might go.
You did call the sweep. I said, hey, hold on real quick. Did I call Celtics did I call Celtics as a sweep or I called Celtics at 5?
You said Celtics at 5. I had the sweep.
Okay, Celtics just lost, so it's going to go to at least 5 games for the Celtics.
Oh, it's gonna be 5 for them. I don't think that they'll lose. I think that's like an outlier shooting game for the Heat. But look at this. Oh my God. Hey,
they put it on them boys.
Ooh, 2 for 10. Not good look, Garland. But Paolo, listen, I've said it like 5 different times. Paolo gives me Carmelo vibes, bro. Like, I think that he could be that good of a multi-level scorer.
But Melo is a better shooter than Paolo is.
Oh, yeah, but I think that Paolo gives way better shooter. I think Paolo gives more defense.
To me, I think Paolo is a mix between. Okay, I would give you Carmelo, but I would say he's more of a mix between Carmelo and Blake Griffin. That's who I see when I look at
that's fair. He's a better shooter than Blake, though.
He's a better shooter than Blake. Blake became a better shooter later in his career because he lost a lot of.
He lost that athleticism.
Yes. But I that's who I see him as, like a mix between those two. If those two had a baby, that's who he is. Agreed. So, my boy just hit me up. He was like, we're on the same page. Neighbors is tough. Malik Neighbors is a really, really, really good player, man.
Again, he is. It's just
that who we got throwing him the ball, man. Yo, Daniel Jones is not it, man. He's broken. He's broken. He's broken, dog. He's broken. He's a one-read broken quarterback. Always represent for my my brothers and sisters in arms. That's what's up. Malik Neighbors has a chance to be Tyreek Hill good. Joe Shane said Daniel Jones is fired up about having neighbors. Why? You're not going to do anything with them. Joe Shane, Malik was our guy.
Well, he's fired anyway, so I don't care what he has to say.
I think, yeah.
He's about to get fired, so.
Yep. So, yeah. So, it's either going to be the Raiders or the Broncos with Bo Nix, and I think Bo Nix ends up. Yep. I think Bo Nix ends up with the Broncos, honestly. I think that's what he ends up.
I do too. He's a prototypical Bronco quarterback. Completely awful and a reach.
And honestly, and outside of saying that, he fits the Sean Payton West Coast offense perfectly. Like that, honestly, that's a match made in heaven for Sean Payton right there. That's a match made in heaven. Honestly, I'm keeping it real. He fits them perfectly. And thinking about Joe Alk week 4 after every Chargers or IR, that's funny. Thinking about Kevin O'Connell's offense up in Minnesota for JJ, he actually fits that system very, very well as well. I think he's going to be a really, really good pick for them, man. Giants wide receiver room is stacked. Oh, what? I love Neighbors. It's nothing against Neighbors, man. I know I'm sitting here in disbelief and I'm still rehashing this, but it's nothing against Malik Neighbors. I love Neighbors. I love him. He was my number 2 wide receiver behind MHJ. I had Rome, it was more of a 2A, 2B situation with Malik and Rome, but I had Malik as my 2A. Rome was my 2B. It's just Daniel Jones, man. That is my, and I know we can still go after a Rattler in the second round. I don't think Spencer Rattler is going to be there. Rattler has possibly, outside of Caleb Williams, the most natural arm talent in this draft. He can sling the rock, man. Like, the kid got it. His biggest issue was his immaturity. That was his biggest issue. He had some very, very big maturity issues stemming back from when he was in high school and at OU. Apparently, he cleaned it up when he went to South Carolina because he realized that nobody wanted to take on that nonsense. And he also realized nobody's going to want to take on that in the locker room period because it causes. Okay, the Jets picked to exactly who I said they were going to pick, Mike. It causes
division. Bowers?
Nope. Who would I say they were going to pick first? Who would I say could be the other pick? Who would I say?
Offensive lineman?
Olu Fashanu. I said it. Tyron Smith is a grandfather. He's not going to be there past this year. Olu Fashanu was the next. It was the next best left tackle in this draft. Penn State, baby. Olu Fashanu was my number one offensive tackle on the board. He's young. He's young. He's really, really damn good. Like, he didn't start playing football until later on in life. He got so good so fast, and he's still growing. He's still learning. He's going to be really good. Matter of fact, my comp for Olu Fashanu was Tyron Smith. That's who my comp for Olu Fashanu was. And guess where he's about to go and learn from? Tyron Smith with the Jets. That's a perfect situation for him to learn in. Jets didn't even waste no time. Yep, they didn't waste time. I knew it. Olu Fashanu. I already called it. He's learning from the person who he was comped to be the next one of. The NFC North QBs look nice, man. You got JJ, you got Caleb, you got Jared, and you got Jordan. Lord Jesus. That's a good pick for the Jets, man. That's a great pick for the Jets.
You know, they made the right decision finally.
Yes, they did. That is an awesome pick for the Jets. That is a great pick for the Jets, man. Awesome. Solidifying that line. Look at him, and he's not built like your typical old. Look at him. Look at that movement skill, man. Yes, he can. And he's so young, too. Him and Alt were the two youngest offensive tackles in this draft. They're the same age. I think they're like a couple months apart on top of that. The only difference between Olu and Olu, you know, learning the game from outsiders, Alt learned from his dad because his dad is a Hall of Famer offensive tackle. So Alt had the bloodlines. Olu didn't have the bloodlines, but Olu worked his butt off. I'm proud of young man. He was one of my favorite players. Tell me who stopped. Somebody put Neighbors, Wandale, and Hyatt. Who's stopping this? Daniel Jones is stopping.
Yeah,
Daniel Jones is stopping that.
Peace out, peace.
All right, brother. No, he won't. He said I predicted 3,000 yards, 15 TDs, 12 interceptions, 1 injury, causing him to miss a minimum of 6 games. You might be right on that one. You might be right on that one, brother. Oh, shoot. Yeah, my boy. Yes, the Falcons have Kirk Cousins. 4 years, $180 million. And they went and got Penix. Now they signed him. The only thing I hate about this is dealing with the DJ apologists and the DJ cult. That's the only thing. That's the only thing I hate about this. Exactly. By the time Penix sees the field behind Kirk Cousins, he's going to be almost 30 years old.
No sense, bro.
By the time he sees the field, it's going to be 30.
That joint make no sense.
Yeah, he'll be 30. They both got injury histories, man. It didn't make no. Oh my freaking goodness. Daniel Jones is what? Okay, so I'm scrolling down X Twitter for all those who don't know what X is. I think everybody's kind of feeling how we're feeling. We love Neighbors. Neighbors is amazing, man. And if you guys haven't got a chance to watch Neighbors play, just go watch a couple of his clips. He is amazing. Like, the kid is nasty. But Hyatt was good too. Hyatt was the Biletnikoff winner last year. Or not this past season, the season before. He was the Biletnikoff winner the season before. and he's relegated to 20 catches this year. I don't even think he had 20 receptions this year. I don't think he broke 20 receptions this year. You can have all the firepower you want, but if the person throwing it to him can't get them the ball, what's the point? And people could harp on the old line this, the old line that. Yes, our old line wasn't the greatest, but it was okay. Let me put it this way: Tyrod Taylor and Tommy DeVito won games behind the old line that we had, but Daniel Jones, our incumbent starter, could not. The $160 million man could not win a game behind his O-line, but we had our second and our third stringer win games behind his O-line. And not only that, they were explosive. Like the 200-300-yard passing games. Like it wasn't like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They made the offense go. Daniel Jones couldn't muster 150 yards any game. But he's supposed to magically be good because we got Malik Neighbors. No, he's not going to be magically get better because we got Malik Neighbors. He's not going to be. Daniel Jones is cheeks, man. He is so garbage. Oh, so the Broncos.
I think Nix is about to come out.
Yep. Here it is. You called it. Bo Nix it is to the Broncos. I told you. He fits Sean Payton to the T. I said he was going. I said he was going to the Broncos. So that means Las Vegas. Las Vegas is on the outside looking in. Las Vegas is outside looking in. Bo Nix to the Broncos. That's a perfect landing place for him. My boy Peace is sick to his stomach right now. My boy, I'm with you, man. I'm not sick to my stomach. I'm not sick to my stomach. I can't say I'm sick to my stomach because I stated earlier that any of the 4 QBs or any of the top 3 wide receivers I will be good with. I think this is so far is an A draft. I think it's for what we got. It's an A draft so far. It's an A draft so far for what we got. Would I have welcomed the quarterback? Absolutely. But
Man, y'all know how I feel about this, man. I haven't even spoken in like 6 minutes. So
what can you do, man? Like my boy, I know my boy is hurting right now. He is hurting.
Again, it could be worse. It could be the Falcons.
That's true, man. That was the stupidest move. And everybody, X is going crazy on the Falcons right now. Yep. But that's a perfect spot for Bo Nix.
Yeah. A terrible franchise. It's horrible picking QB.
Yeah, that's a perfect. But he fits that offense. He fits that offense to the T.
Wait, hold on. Is Bo Nix older than Zach Wilson?
Bo Nix is 20. He'll be 24.
He's older than Zach Wilson.
Bo Nix is going to be. Yeah, he's been in college for 6 years because he started off at Auburn. He started off at Auburn and he played in Oregon. But yeah, Bo Nix has been around for. You've been around in college for that long. You had to have gotten good. But the same could be said about Michael Penix. Michael Penix had been in college for a while too because he started off at Indiana. I'm not a fan. I've never been a fan of Bo Nix. Never been a fan of Bo Nix, but Bo Nix fits with the Broncos. He fits that Sean Payton offense to the T.
Listen, shout out to Patrick Mahomes because you got the NFL to lose their fucking mind.
That's true.
Because this draft is wild as hell.
It is.
Bro, there's not even been a defensive player yet.
Not yet. I think no. We could see one coming up soon. So
I understand, but bro, do you hear how wild that is?
That is. Well, okay, so let me not say this wild. This was always an offensive draft. This is not a strong next year's draft is a lot stronger defensively than this draft is this year. But I was always under the assumption that this was always going to be an offensive laden draft. I think the Raiders pick is already in.
I'm gonna check my Twitter real quick.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
See how my mentions are going.
The Raiders. Oh shoot! Oh boy said his son is a Vikings fan. He had a full meltdown when they picked JJ McCarthy. That makes sense. So, one of the people I chat.
Whoa, bro!
What up,
Brock Bowers?
Yeah, I figured it was going to be Bowers.
Bro, what are they doing?
Okay, no. So in their defense, they do need offensive weapons in Vegas. They missed out on their QB.
What are you doing?
They missed out on their QB.
But why not just trade back then?
You get one of the best offensive weapons in the game.
You could have gotten him a couple picks after this.
He wasn't going to make it past New Orleans. I'll tell you that right now. He wasn't going to make it past New Orleans or Indy. I'll tell you that right now. Indy and New Orleans both had the honor. So did the Seahawks. This was where they got him is where they needed to get him at. They need offensive firepower. They lost Josh Jacobs. What receivers do they have out in Vegas? Yeah, what receivers do they have out in Vegas? You already got Jarrett Stidham and Aiden O'Connell is the QBs that's going to be throwing the rock. And Brock Bowers is arguably one of the best offensive players in this draft.
Without a doubt. But again, the problem becomes who is throwing to him.
Okay, so now they have Aiden and Jarrett Stidham. Now, okay, let me say this, and I'm not making any excuse, but last year, Aiden O'Connell did very, very well down the stretch for them. Just go watch. Aiden diced. He diced up the Chargers.
Aiden has some potential, but I saw the bad too.
But he was a rookie too. You also got to remember that.
That's true.
He was a rookie. Imagine what a little bit of season underneath his belt he could be. He could be better. Now I'm not saying he's the end all be all. He's their, he's going to be their starter for the rest of his career. I'm not saying that, but if they have to roll with him for another year, they're okay. They're better at QB than we are at QB. I'd rather have Aiden O'Connell starting over Daniel Jones.
Oh, me too.
I'm going to keep it real. At least he'll be on the field. At least he was a rookie. He made rookie mistakes, but he also diced the heck out of it. He threw for like almost 400 yards against he threw for like 4 TDs against the Chargers. He ate the Chargers alive last year. Underneath Antonio's tutelage. Antonio changed the complexion of that team, man. I'm happy for him. He literally changed the complexion of that team.
Oh man.
Oh, I forgot I forgot about that. The Raiders. They had Michael Mayer too.
That's what I said. That's why I was confused.
I forgot about Mayer. So they're going to be very, very tight and heavy. I forgot about Mayer.
Listen, I get it. For a young quarterback, you could just run 11 personnel. I get it. But
the Saints are listening to trade offers.
Why? They need offensive line. They need offensive line.
So who we got left on the offensive line?
Let's see.
They could go to Amarius Mims. They could go Amarius Mims. That's who you got. Amarius Mims. You got Barton. You got JPJ. But Cesar Ruiz is their center, so he's solidified that center position. So you got Mims. You got Barton. You have the cat from West Virginia. What's his name? Zach Frazier, I think, if I'm not mistaken. They do need O-line, though. You're right. I don't know. They're listening to trade offers, though. This is the part in the draft where it was said that it's going to be a run on O lineman. For my Cowboy viewers, Jalen Hyatt we putting it up this year, no cap. No, you're not. Not with Daniel Jones as the QB. For my Cowboys fans, expect y'all to go offensive line. Expect y'all to go offensive line, maybe guard. If Barton is there, Barton is the pick for y'all. That's interesting though. Wow.
Bro, I'm so tilted. Like I don't even drink anymore. Like, what am I supposed to do with myself?
Bro,
Like,
oh my gosh. That's wild, man. Jalen, we're not putting nothing up. The only thing they'll be putting up, they'll be picking DJ up off that ground. Text from the Falcons GM. He is going to be a star. He's a franchise quarterback. He's never going to see the field. I don't care how much of a star he's going to be. He's never going to see the field. He's going to be 30. Think about it. He's 24 now, right? He'll be 25 going into his rookie year. He'll be 25, right? 4 years. He'll be almost 30 years old before he sees the field. How? Why? It don't make sense unless you don't plan on keeping Kirk Cousins. But if that was the case, why'd you give him $180 million for 4 years? The math is not mathing. It doesn't make any sense, man.
it ain't mathing at all, my boy.
I need a drink. I don't even drink like that no more either. I need a drink. Sheesh.
Again, literally, I've had 3 drinks this entire year. I'm sorry, 3 drinks this entire year. 2 at Beeze's, 1 at yours.
4 for me. Saints made the pick. They didn't trade. They went exactly where we thought they was going to go. Y'all be right back.
Yeah.
The Saints picked exactly where we was going to pick, where we thought they were going to pick. They got a good pick too.
Reached out to his agent, Mike McCartney. I'm sure Ian talked to him as well, but he was not given a heads up because he was not given really a heads up on that. So he's sitting at home and just hearing Michael Penix Jr. talk. It's not like Penix could get it. And I don't know, but Penix might want to start right now. The one thing you all have to keep in mind.
When Stretch gets back, we're going to address this.
The owner comes in and wants to know when he's going to play. It's like getting the holiday gift. You don't wait 2 weeks to open them. You go ahead and use them. That's how this tends to work here. And don't forget, head coach anymore. So if it's a succession plan, the rookie head coach gets a chance now for his new quarterback to come in and play and maybe wait a while, but not very long. Not as long as people think.
Rich, we'll go back to the Saints for a second. You guys mentioned the possibility of them taking a tackle. Here's why. My understanding that Ryan Ramczyk, one of the starting tackles for the last several years, dealing with a knee injury. They thought it would be better. Had a little bit of
a second.
good to go this season. He may not only not play the season, but may not play again in the NFL forever. But that is why these Saints have a very, very real need at tackle with Ramczyk's knee injury.
All right, thanks very much. And the pick is in. The Colts are about 90 seconds in on their clock as things are going. Do you look like you have something to say?
Well, no, I was looking through all these lists of players and looking at my stack of players, and still no defense.
Can you find a defensive player?
Every team that comes up, though, I feel like they really need offense, and that's what this draft is in line.
We don't know what the Saints are going to do, but it just certainly feels, Joel, like tackle is just a screaming need, and Daniel has said it throughout tonight. Sometimes we don't need to get cute. Just make the right pick. And to me, tackle's a spot for them.
And normally when you get like all these tackles, wide receivers, and quarterbacks, the position group becomes depleted. Maybe that's the case now with the quarterbacks. We've depleted all 6, for goodness sakes. There's still a lot of really good tackles out there that could fill a need right now and go play right away.
My second and third rated tackles are still on the board. My 10th and 11th overall players, they're picking 14. They've got options. So the New Orleans Saints, 14th overall, as we're moving our way towards being halfway through this first night here in Detroit.
14th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. The New Orleans Saints select Talise Fuaga, tackle, Oregon State.
There you go. For me, he was right behind Joe Alton. I just love to watch him in the temperament and the physicality with which he plays. You see him getting a little emotional there. Powerful and nasty.
All right, I'm back. I had to go check on the little one and the wife to make sure they were good.
All right, look at this.
Oh, that's my boy. I know who that. We were talking about this not too long ago. Well, we had the worst QB room in the NFL. You're the type of person who claps when a play. Oh, we had a discussion earlier.
You know him? That's your man?
I know who that is. Yeah, we had
All
discussion.
right, I'm gonna give him a follow because that was hilarious.
Yeah, we had discussion earlier on it. Yeah, it's good peoples. Joe fixing one of my boys. My boy Mikey, I gotta give a shout out to my boy Mikey, Doughboy Fresh. He said Joe is fixing a roster for the next GM. All right, let me say this, man. Truth be told, let me say this. I think they're gonna give Joe. I don't see Joe and Dabble going anywhere anytime soon. I think I like Joe. I like Dabble. I like Joe.
Dable getting fired, man. I'm telling you, he's getting fired.
Listen, I like Dable, man. I like him.
Me too. But the thing is that what's going to happen is you're going to have now a new quarterback, and then everyone's going to get pissed, and they're going to go, "You fucked up, Daniel Jones. You have this." Somebody's head has to roll, and it's never our owners. And Shane's too new. It's going to be Dable. Dable's taking the fall for all this.
If they do get rid of Shane, I would not be opposed to elevating Brandon Brown.
Yeah, but I don't think Shane is going because Shane he already gets a pass for the Gettleman years.
Yeah, he's done very well with fixing.
Yeah, exactly. Like last year's picks weren't bad. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it at all.
Real quick, hold on. Let me interject. Kirk Cousins was not given a heads up by the Falcons that they were selecting or considering Michael Penix Jr. Wow.
All right, I'll be right back. 1 second, man.
Okay. Hey, y'all. This is about to get messy. About to get real messy. Yeah, this is gonna get real messy. No defensive player being picked in the top 15 is wild. Okay, I would say this. Yes, it is wild, but it's not. I don't think it's that wild. We already knew that this was going to be an offensive-driven draft. I think that was very, very known from the beginning. Like, this is not a strong defensive draft at all. This is an offensive-driven draft. Next year is a lot stronger defensive-driven draft. 2025. But this year, nah. Yeah, I think it was already known. So I wasn't expecting any defenders. Now, okay, the highest I think a defender would have been selected, should have been selected is 9. It's to the Falcons. That Dallas Turner, man. Dallas Turner, you needed Dallas or Chop Robinson, either one of them. That's what you needed. That's what you needed, man. And the fact that they didn't get either one of them, you went Michael Penix, and then you did it. Oh, wow. Oh, well, there we go. We just got our first defender off the board at 15. The Indianapolis Colts have selected, I forgot about Latu. They selected Latu. Latu is another, but I think So my issue with Latu is this. Latu, same issue I've been having with Michael Penix, injuries. Latu stayed injured, man. He stayed injured, and he's had a lot of surgeries. And these surgeries are degenerative. Trust me, I know. I've had 6 of them. They if you don't take care of yourself, they're going. Regardless, as you age, your knees are going to degenerate. That's just par for the course. Probably going to have to get a knee replacement in about 20 years or so. But as many injuries as he's had, and with the way how football is an impact sport, especially with the joints, changing direction, stopping and starting, all that, bending, you know what I mean, having to be able to explode out of that stance.
Y'all motherfuckers got me stress eating out here.
Being able to explode out of your stance, I hope that he would last at least 5 years. I just don't see him lasting past 5 years, not with his knees. So we got our first defensive player off the board at 15 to the Colts, and it's Latu. It's Latu from UCLA, the edge rusher. I forgot about him. He's a top 3 edge rusher in this class. I wouldn't put him as high as Turner or Chop Robinson due to the injuries. That's my thing on Latu. It's just injuries, man. Falcons might have dug themselves a hole they can't get out of unless they're trying. But I don't know. I don't think they trade Penix. I don't see them trading Penix. I don't see it.
As I'm stuffing my face. Think about it, though. If you're an Indy fan, the Colts might be good. The Fever are going to be good. The Pacers are pretty good. It's not a bad time to be an Indy fan, man. It's
not. It's the Pacers are young. They have a young up and coming team. If Halliburton can get it together,
he's injured.
Yeah, he came back too soon. He came back way too soon. He should have stayed out and healed up. He pulled a Markelle Fultz. That's exactly what he did. Listen to the wrong freaking people. Came back too soon. But yeah, Latu, good pick for them. They have Kwity Paye on the other side. So got Latu on one side, Kwity Paye on the other.
I did not expect Latu to look like Devin Booker. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, yeah,
I saw the name and I was like, okay.
Yeah, he got some style to him. He iced out too, man. That suit is clean.
I don't know if you saw while I was doing this. I think it actually popped up on stream, but I'm not gonna edit it out here. So I ended up getting. What I get now? Let's see if I can bring it up.
Hold on, my boy. I'll let you do that. My boy. So Dan Schneider, NFL Insider, follows. He reports on the Giants. He added that Joe Shane said he didn't have conviction of any of the QBs being top 5, having a top 5 ceiling outside of Caleb or Drake, and possibly Jaden. That's it. So he said the rest of them.
While we were in the background, this is what I picked up.
Ooh. Okay. So hold on to that bad boy. It's going to age well.
That's the plan. That's the plan. If he's really as good as he looks,
it's going to age very, very well. You want to be able to sell that for some money. Oh yeah. So Joe Shane said that he didn't have the conviction on the other QBs on the other QBs being top 5 in the league outside of Caleb and Drake, and possibly Jaden.
I'll take it back. You can fire Shane now.
If he so I can't be mad if he didn't have the conviction. If he didn't have the conviction to take, I don't know, man. I don't know. I love neighbors, man.
It's upsetting because I've always liked Sanders, and I think Sanders would be a good pick. But then you have to wait until next year, and then Sanders Sanders could be a project in of his own. And you don't have a sit gear.
But
you can't sit him. Now you don't have Daniel Jones. Now you don't have Drew Lock.
That's true. So Sanders I think Sanders is going to be a more polished product than these QBs coming out this year, not being Caleb Williams. I think he's more polished than Caleb. His godfather is Tom Brady. He's been training with Tom Brady since he could walk. Tom Brady has been training Shedeur Sanders since he could freaking walk. That is a great mentor to have in your corner. If you have anybody, arguably the GOAT, Tom Brady, he's with him every freaking summer. He's with him every summer. He's training with him every year. He's going to get better. They text, they talk to each other, they call. Shedeur Sanders is going to be a very, very good QB in the league.
Listen, it's all I got left. It's all I got left. It's all I got left right now. It's all I got left. That it's neighbors. Sanders is better than JJ and Leggett.
Bro, I'm about to send you something real quick.
You go ahead.
I just sent it. The GM trying to explain why he chose who he chose. That's wild. Okay, so yeah, their conviction QBs were Caleb and Drake May. That's it. So they may never get Dabble may never get a chance to draft his QB and be stuck with the QB killer or the coach killer for his career.
You know what this looks like?
What?
You ever have to try to explain to your wife some shit?
Yep.
And you're like, nah, you not, but you gotta and then
so what
go
I
back to step one. No, we're here,
this
right?
is where we're at.
I'm trying to bring us
about
here.
to move on to
right?
this one.
So
what I said,
what happened was,
exactly.
But it's one of those ones where you're with your boys still. Like y'all are out somewhere and you got to explain something while other people are around.
Yeah.
So
Yep. I agree. I fully agree. So what I said to Dub, I would let you guys know, is a video of the GM of the Falcons trying to explain to the owner, Arthur Blank, why they drafted Michael Penix Jr. at 9. I'll retweet it on my page, but it's just crazy to look at. And it's exactly what Dub just said. How you trying to explain to your wife what's going on, the situation, what's happening. That's wild. Oh, one thing I do got to put out there. I called it. So last year around this time, I was talking with my boys, and I said there's going to be at least 6 to 7 quarterbacks taken in the first round. And I was told that it wasn't going to happen. It has been 6 quarterbacks taken in the first round this year. Thank you very much. 6 quarterbacks taken in the first 12 picks. On top of that.
Sure did, my boy.
Can I get my flowers?
Seriously, no one's going with the quarter zip. People like this one. They get a lot of emails. Mike, give me your best commission. Too much? Yeah, way too much.
Let's see if I get my flowers for this one.
So we get wishes metal hair. Yes. Filthy right. So filthy. Giant bicep. Big one.
Justin Fields watching the Bears draft wide receivers for Caleb Williams and not him. That's hilarious.
That's a fact.
That's hilarious and messed up at the same time. My boy just gave me my flower. My boy Shawnee just gave me my flowers on X.
No, you
Yes,
smashed. You
I called
smashed,
it,
bro.
man. I called it. I called just about every single pick, all the way up to pick 12. I called
Honestly,
about
and this
every
is
single
this
pick,
is
man.
this is not like we do not advocate gambling here, like we
No.
straight up. I will say though that if recreationally for you as a person that doesn't get into that type of stuff, that you can get like $5 and get like 1,000 to 1 odds on some of these things. I bet you if you could have got Penix under the 10th pick, probably plus 1,000.
I want to go look at the odds on that one. I want to go see the odds on that one.
And the moment of the day when I turned on the Drake May idea is when I saw him be plus. He was minus 2,000 at like noon today. I was like, Vegas doesn't lose. Like they don't lose money.
He was
So,
minus 2,000 to the Pats.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
that's when I shifted to JJ. I was like, all right, fuck it. Somebody knows something I don't.
I said it. But I said it from the beginning. I said that it was going to be. I said he was going to the Pats, man. I wanted to try to give everybody, a little bit of, hey, temper your expectations, because I listened to those interviews. I listened to that introductory press conference that Mayo had, and he said it right off the bat. Yo, I'm going to get a QB. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So that's why I wanted everybody to temper their expectations. Oh, I didn't see this pick coming for Seattle. Seattle's pick is in, and they are drafting Byron Murphy. I didn't see that one coming. Now, I thought Seattle would have probably gone O-line. They do need defenders, though. I don't know about defensive tackle because they actually have a solid inside duo. But Byron Murphy, I didn't have Byron Murphy going that high. But that's a good pick for them.
All right, I found it.
Yep.
There it goes. Well, hold on. Do I have to get over into this background?
Mhm.
Let's see if I can do it.
Oh, bro, Seattle just picked a defender.
Our QB of the future,
Who's that?
Shador Sanders.
Oh, Shador Sanders. Ooh, I like that. I
was thinking about him.
Manifesting.
Manifest. And y'all can actually see like
Manifesting.
I'm here near my back door. This is where I set up.
I'm set up in the bedroom. So when the wife and I are going to be starting to look for another house here next month. I'm gonna make sure I get my man cave set up. Ooh, I always got to put up. Yep, that wasn't A10. I always got to stop for my peoples. For those who don't know, I am a veteran of the United States Air Force.
Absolutely.
Osan. Ha! Osan. I was down at Kunsan. I used to go to Osan a lot, though. Osan and Kunsan are in Korea. So, yeah. I was up at Osan a lot. I had friends up there, and we used to play against them all the time in basketball.
I like this pick. I like this pick for the Seahawks.
I do too. I really do. It's a good pick.
I didn't think that he was going to fall this. I actually had him as my 14th pick. I think it was.
Really?
Yeah, but I also saw that there was a chance that the Bears trade down.
Yeah,
and they would pick him.
So the Bears could have went defensive tackle too because they need it. But no, this is a good pick for them. Now, I didn't have Byron Murphy don't even look like a daggone defensive tackle. He built like a DN. He's built like Julius Peppers. He's built like Julius Peppers. I didn't have them going defensive tackle. I thought O-line and possibly maybe defensive back, only for the simple fact to solidify that, the Legion of Boom, if they wanted to get back to that Legion of Boom. You know what I mean? They got Witherspoon. They got what's the other cat's name? What is his name, man? He was actually good. He was really good the year before, but then kind of fell off a little bit. Seattle Seahawks. What is that? What is his name? The DB, man. Where is it at? Oh, no, he's not there anymore. They got Uchenna. No, that's not him. What am I looking at? Tariq Woolen. That's who it was. Tariq Woolen.
Yeah.
Tariq Woolen was nasty, but Tariq Woolen kind of fell off a little bit when Devin Witherspoon got there. So, that's a good pick. Ooh, what? Minnesota just traded.
Back?
Minnesota just traded to the 17th pick.
For what?
What?
That's a lot. That's a lot.
They going for who are they going for?
17.
Minnesota just traded.
Mitchell?
They just traded. They traded the 23rd pick. They traded the 23rd pick, their 5th round pick this year, 3rd round next year, 4th round next year to get the 17th pick.
You think they're going after Mitchell here?
AD? Nope. Dallas Turner.
Wow.
Dallas Turner. That's a good move for them. That's a lot. Dallas, yeah. So is Dallas Turner. Yep. But you still got Jared Verse still on the board. Yo, there's still some top edge rushers on the board. You got Latu's going. Dallas Turner's about to go to the Vikings. You still got Jared Verse and you still got Chop Robinson. Those were the 4 top edge rushers on the board, with Chop Robinson being the youngest of the group. I wonder what Cincinnati's going to do. Dallas Turner. Good. That's a good pick. Yep. That's a good pick for them. That's a really good pick for them. Man. Good pick. Cincinnati's on the board. Cincinnati's going DB. They need secondary help. They could go edge rusher. I know Trey Henderson said he wanted to trade, and I also know T. Higgins requested a trade. But I don't think there is a wide receiver unless they go Keon Coleman.
You like Keon Coleman better than Thomas?
Keon Coleman is so raw, but Keon Coleman gives you T. Higgins vibes.
Yeah, I read a bunch about Thomas's.
But Brian Thomas Jr. is Brian Thomas Jr. I forgot about Thomas Jr.
Yeah, but I read the advanced stats, and 70% of his production comes off only 2 routes.
Yeah, well, he's young. He's still learning. That's the wide position. He's raw.
True.
He's very raw. Keon Coleman is raw too. But no, you're right. I think so. If they do go wide receiver, it'll probably be Brian Thomas Jr. If they go wide receiver. If they go DBs, it's going to be Terrion Arnold. Arnold. So it'll be Terrion Arnold or Quinn Mitchell. I love Quinn Mitchell. I think Quinn Mitchell is going to be a lockdown corner in the league, man. Yes, he played at Toledo. He went down to that Senior Bowl. That boy put on a show. He showed he could lock anybody down. Quinn Mitchell is going to be a problem in the league, man. He's going to be a shutdown cornerback. Take away half that field easily. Terrion Arnold, I think Terrion Arnold is also going to be a good player in this league as well. He's got to go to the right situation. So since he either goes, if they trade T. Higgins,
let me jump in real quick.
Go ahead.
Embiid has 45 points in game 3.
What's the score?
It's 120-113 Sixers.
What? Ooh, Bengals did the opposite. Okay. So I'm gonna say this: Bengals did need what they went and drafted. So with the 18th pick, the Cincinnati Bengals selected Marius Mims, offensive tackle, Georgia. Mims is a really good player. Mims is really, really raw. That is Mims' only issue is Mims doesn't have a lot of games underneath his belt, and he's still raw. But his athletic tools, his upside is ridiculous, tremendous. He has a very, very tremendous upside. Cincinnati needed O-line. Good pick.
Yeah, no, definitely.
They need an O-line. They need to protect Joe Burrow.
A lot of people, listen, the way that this played out, a lot of people are getting steals.
Yeah.
There's a lot of steals here.
Hold on. To be fair, I really like Penix. JJ, you know what? Definitely. All right, so I'm getting my props from my boys. They said I called it that there were going to be 6 or 7 QBs going in the first round this year. I said it's going to be an unprecedented draft, and I was right. So I'm getting my flowers. I appreciate it. Thank you. Listen, the only reason why I have all this time in the world to do this is because I'm retired. If I wasn't retired, I wouldn't have any time to actually do this and actually get into it. But because I am retired, I got that. I got that time. I got the time to put in the watch tape and things like that. To be fair, like Knicks and Penix, I think they were overdrafted. Penix shouldn't have went to the Vikings, man. That is a bad draft. That is a bad draft. That's a bad draft. You just gave Kirk Cousins $180 million, and then you go pick Michael Penix, who's not going to see the field until he's 30 years old. It's a bad draft.
Oh, Jalen Daniels autos are now up. For y'all that believe in the Commanders, we're popping it up right now.
That's dang $350 for that bad boy. How much was Caleb's?
I don't want to say it out loud.
Just text it to me.
I'll text it to you.
Yeah, hit me text.
But what I will say though is that regardless of what that price was, CJ Stroud, and he wasn't even the number 1 pick. Right before preseason, that version of that card was selling for $1,300.
Wow.
And I did not pay $1,300. So
wow, dang, wow.
It's just
Bucky Brooks on that time. Then the Jags could have taken DB1, like I said, or they could have taken another wide receiver, like we just talked about. But we'll see. The Jags are going to go. So when is who's up now? Who's up on the Jags?
It's the Rams.
The Rams. The Rams are going defensive tackle.
Yeah, I would think so, right?
Yeah. Ooh, breaking. Falcons owner Arthur Blank is not happy about the Michael Penix selection. That's obvious. Yeah. Chris Sims is happy about Malik Neighbors. Call him the best wide receiver prospect in the draft. Maybe the best non-QB. Shane putting the team above his job, and people are mad about it.
I mean, it's a head scratcher. There's not a way that you can tell me that pick makes any sense.
It doesn't.
It makes absolutely no sense. If Kirk was on a 1-1, fine.
That's a different. Yep, exactly.
He's on a 4. He's on and it's a 3 and 4. And the 4 is a player option, not a team option. So
it's up to him to opt in or not.
And if you're him, why would you not opt in?
Exactly. Why would he not opt in for his money?
So you want to know a funny story? So if you had to guess who was number 3 in dollars made in the NFL all time, who would you think it is?
Numbers made. Let's see. Money made number 3.
So number one is an easy one.
LeBron.
No, in the NFL. Sorry.
Oh, in the NFL. Number 3 in money made in NFL.
All time. Number 1's easy. I mean, it's number 1. It's about longevity, but also to being good. So number 1 is Tom.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2.
Let me say this about Tom though. Tom took a lot of pay cuts too.
Oh, absolutely. But he took pay cuts in the form of pushing it back to the end.
Yeah, Tom took a lot.
He never actually lost out on a whole lot of money. That was only at the end, right before he left for the Bucks.
Kirk is number 2.
Lesser number.
Kirk is number 2. Kirk Cousins is number 2. Yep. Because Kirk has always been about his money.
Kirk got the first fully guaranteed contract in NFL history for a quarterback.
Yeah, Kirk has always been about his money. So, of course, Kirk is going to opt in. He's not going to not opt in.
He fleeced the Commanders, he fleeced the Vikings, and now he's fleecing the Falcons.
And they just continue to let him do it. Not saying that he's not a good quarterback.
Oh wait, no, I'm way behind. I'm sorry. Mims to the
Bengals.
Yeah, I'm way behind.
So we got what's the name up next? We got I think the Rams. The Rams could go DB too, though. The Rams could go either DB or D tackle.
I think
that gaping hole. They got a gaping hole. Tackle. But who would they draft it?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you got Byron Murphy, Leonard Taylor. Oh no, I was wrong. Johnny Newton. My bad. I forgot about Johnny Newton. Jerzon Newton from Illinois. Jerzon Newton is Aaron Donald light. I don't throw that out there lightly because I don't use that or with anybody. Johnny Newton is about as close as you can get to Aaron Donald in this draft as Aaron Donald. I see Johnny Newton probably going off the board here for the Rams at pick 19. That would be a heck of a pick. If you haven't watched this kid play, watch him play. They sent doubles and triple team. Yo, they sent doubles. They chipped as much as they could. He always saw a double team. He always saw a double team on defense. They couldn't stop him. They could not stop this kid. His running mate was Keith Randall. I think Keith Randall will be a good 3rd to 4th round pickup at defensive tackle. But Johnny Newton is a problem. I think Johnny Newton could go off the board right here for the Rams. I think Spencer Rattler could be our 2nd round pick, man. I really think Spencer Rattler is our 2nd round pick. He's in our top 30 visit.
I hate that so much. I hate it.
I think Spencer Rattler could go in our 2nd round for us tomorrow. Yo, another thing I was thinking too. What if we double dip that receiver?
I think that's the best move. Honestly. I think that's the best move. And then if you really do say Sanders is the pick, then Sanders comes in with weapons.
I can agree with that one. I
like that better than Rattler. And again, like if Rattler in the 3rd, fine. Cool. I'm all for
Rattler
it.
ain't going to beat in the 3rd.
Okay. Then at pick 70.
I don't think he'll be there at 70 either.
Okay, that's fair enough. Then I just think that we just
Rattler's arm talent, bro. When I tell you Rattler's arm talent is up there. Well, okay, so can we agree that Michael Penix probably spins the best ball out of all the QBs here, right?
Yeah.
If Michael Penix didn't have the injury history, he'd probably be.
He could have been our pick.
He would have been the top 3 QB taken, or he could have been our pick. Yes.
He could have been our pick.
Rattler's arm talent is close to Michael Penix's arm talent.
So what is the knock that makes Spencer Rattler QB 7?
Rattler's issue was mature. He had maturity issues, very, very mature. Yeah, he was very, very immature. It put off a lot of people. They said he shored that up, but it's still something to hesitate. And he's not the ideal height. I think he's 6 feet. He's 6 feet. About 6 feet.
Embiid with a 50 ball in the wind. Ooh. 50.
Yeah, what's the score?
Oh, we won.
Okay.
125 to 114.
Good win. Now my boys, hold on. Let me talk. Knicks lost.
Listen, the Knicks are in trouble.
Hey,
the Knicks are in trouble.
Hold on. Breaking news: Kirk Cousins and his camp are frustrated and confused by the Falcons picking Michael Penix Jr.
And you're under a 4-year contract. You can do whatever you want.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's frustrating, but
the Rams pick again.
But
the Rams pick again.
I don't understand what happened today.
I don't either. It said this draft was going to be different. The Rams got Jared Verse from Florida State, the defensive end. Jared Verse is a really good defender. I like Jared Verse. That's a good pick for them. I think Johnny Newton would have, better fit in that role. He would have taken over that Aaron Donald role. But Jared Verse is a good pick for them. Yep. Jared Verse is a big pick for him. That's crazy though. Think about how many defenders have come off the board. This is pick 19. We've got Dallas Turner. We've got Jordan. We got Jared Verse. They just said Johnny Newton is still up there. Pitt, I think Pitt goes D. No, Pitt might go Brian Thomas Jr. Pitt might go Brian Thomas Jr. George Pickens, Brian Thomas Jr. They just traded Deontay Johnson. They just traded Deontay Johnson to the Panthers. I can see Pitt going Brian Thomas Jr. Brian Thomas on one side, George Pickens on the other. Wow. With Russ throwing the ball, they overhauled their whole offense, man. You still got Najee, and you still got what's the other kid's name? What's his name? Warren. And you still got Warren there too. And Warren, they said Warren might be taking over the lion's share of the carries, and Najee might be the change of pace back.
Yeah, I would hate that because he's not.
He's not, I know. But Warren isn't either. Neither one of them are. They're both thumpers. Like they're both thumpers.
I will say, for as bad as Najee has been as an overall, if they went like a Jacobs and Bradshaw thing, he was very good in short yardage. He was extremely good in short yardage last year.
That's what they did this year with them, and it worked.
That's what I'm saying.
It worked very well.
Don't make him the feature back.
I can vibe with that. I can vibe.
He was actually very. It actually cost me a lot of money.
I had Najee too. I ended up dropping him for.
No, it cost me a lot of money because I had so much Warren in fantasy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I figured they would just phase Najee out because he was so bad.
They used him in short yardage
in late down situations, but then they figured out in the short field, then he got all these touchdowns, and I was like, those were Warren touchdowns in my mind.
Yep, that's exactly the same thing happened to me. Exact same thing. Yeah, Jared Verse is a problem, man. Jared Verse is a problem. That's a good pick for them. Yep, that's a real good pick. Pitt. So Pitt either going to go. I think Pitt goes wide receiver or DB. So Pitt's either going Brian Thomas Jr. or they're going to go with Quinion Mitchell. And they'll have a nucleus of Quinion on one side and Joey Porter Jr. on the other, which will be – and, Pitt actually had Pitt had a front row seat to Quinion Mitchell playing because Quinion played in Toledo, Ohio. That's right there. So he's not that far from – so they would have had a front seat to a lot of his games. They would have had a front seat to a lot of his games. So I could see them going either Brian Thomas Jr. or Quinion Mitchell. Those are my two guesses for the Steelers. Now Miami goes DB.
Oh, absolutely.
Miami goes DB. Terry Arnold. If Quinion Mitchell goes to the Pitt, it goes to Pitt. Then it's going to be Terry and Arnold to the Dolphins. They need defensive backfield help badly. My boy Yankee Mandela reached a low point And he has Spencer Rattler. That's his picture. Oh man. Of course. Of course, Brian would be ecstatic because Brian Porras is he's a Daniel Jones apologist. He's a truther. He's a Daniel Jones truther.
All right, so let's get to this. If you're the Bills, what wide receiver do you pick?
Ooh. Where's the Bills picking at?
That's a good question. This is what we have Google for.
Okay.
Here we go. The Bills are 28. So you got the Steelers who may be picking a wide receiver.
Xavier Worthy. If Xavier Worthy's there, he's the pick for you for the Bills.
So I read something. So players of his type have like one of the lowest hit rates of all time.
So you're trying to compartmentalize him into a type. He's not a type. So one thing Worthy has going for him, even though he's a very, very fast receiver, he's actually an excellent route runner. He's one of the best route runners in this class. His route running is reminiscent of Stephon Diggs. Like his route runner is that good. He's not just a speed person. He actually is a route runner, and he runs every route. He was a number one receiver at Texas. He was the number one receiver at Texas. He's good. He's not just a speed. He's not just a go route. He's not a 9 route wide receiver. No. That man can run every route in the route tree, and his footwork is nasty. Now, I will say that Ladd McConkey probably has the best footwork in the draft, which is reminiscent of Chris Olave. Xavier Worthy is close, though. The biggest problem with Xavier Worthy is concentration drops and injuries, but he plays through injuries. I will give him that. He will fight through injuries. If it's really, really bad, he comes off the field, but he does play through injuries. I watched a lot of Texas. I watched Penn State to my team, but I watched a lot of Texas this year. I've been watching a lot of Texas for the last couple of years. A couple of my boys, they're Texas fans. So we go back and forth on X, even on text. We'll go back and forth. So I've watched a lot of Texas. And Xavier Worthy is more than just a go route guy. He can run the whole route tree, and his route running is nasty. He's one of the best route runners in this draft. So okay. I wouldn't put him in a box because he's not the same as a John Ross. John Ross was just a go guy. Ted Ginn Jr. was just a go guy. He's not that. That's not him. Okay. He's closer to Zay Flowers.
Okay. It's great analysis.
Okay. Closer to Zay Flowers.
Throw another one at you.
Go ahead.
You ready?
Yep.
Which is the first team that made a mistake not named the Falcons?
Which team made a mistake not named the Pats?
I like where you're going.
The Pats. I think the Pats made a mistake in drafting Drake May. I don't think they're not equipped to develop him. He's going to be put on the field faster than he should be. I think the Pats made a mistake in drafting. And I'm not just saying it because I wanted Drake May. Like I said, and I stated this on X, Twitter, whatever. Any of the top 4 QBs, any of the top 3 wide receivers, I would have been good with. That was my bubble. One of the top 4 QBs, one of the top 3 wide receivers. I'm good with the first round.
You put me in a good mood because now I think doubling up on wide receiver and then Sanders is an acceptable outcome. I can live with that.
Now, do I think it happens? It depends on what is there. Depends on what is there at 47.
Because, all right, on paper, we're the worst team in the division, right?
Oh, yeah. On paper, we're one of the worst teams in the league, plain and simple. We ain't gonna beat around it. We're one of the worst teams in the league on paper. They had the Panthers over us, and the Panthers are not that good. But let me say this: I wouldn't mind doubling up on receiver. I am glad we didn't trade our second round pick because we need it. We have a lot of holes on our team, man. And the more I think about it, the Steelers went the complete opposite. The Steelers went offensive tackle. Troy Fontanu from Washington is the Steelers pick.
That makes me feel like they're going to play field at some point.
Yeah. That's a good pick, though. It's a good pick for them. I didn't think about the offensive line. The offensive line wasn't the greatest this year. It wasn't as bad as ours, obviously, but it could have been better. Troy, that's a good pick for them, honestly. That's a good pick for them. Miami's going Quinn Mitchell. They have to go DB. They just traded. They got rid of Xavier Howard. Byron Jones is long in the tooth. What's his name? What's the cat's name? What is his name, man? Why is it escaping me? Came out of Florida State, the safety from Florida State. What is his name? Why is it escaping me? Jalen Ramsey. That's what I was thinking of. Jalen Ramsey is getting long in the tooth. They got Javon Holland, but Javon Holland was hurt a lot. They signed Jordan Poyer. He's a safety, though. Still long in the tooth. Kendall Fuller, they got at cornerback, and then they have the other cornerback. So it's Jalen and Kendall. I think they go DB. They could go wide receiver. They could go wide receiver too, though. They could go Brian Thomas Jr. Their wide receivers aren't. This might be Brian Thomas Jr. right here. Okay, let me throw this out there for you, Mike. What if they win Xavier Worthy right here? Xavier Worthy and Tyreek Hill. Oh my goodness! Think about it. They'd be the fastest wide receiver group in the NFL, bar none.
Be fast.
Bar none.
Be very fast.
The fastest wide receiver group in the NFL, bar none. It could be. It could be. They could go Xavier Worthy. My boy. My boy said, don't even waste the day 2 pick on a QB. Just keep building out the roster. Honestly, at this point, I think that would be the way to go.
I think so too. I think you test out Rattler at 70.
I don't think
there's no downside. I don't think so either, but you test it out. I don't think that because again, all right, I'm gonna say this. What if we get Xavier Legette at 47? Legette and Neighbors.
Legette and Neighbors? Hyatt? And we still got Daniel Jones throwing him the ball.
I know, but at least everyone's on a rookie scale. We haven't gone and paid for any, because again, what's the other option? All right, we go for a T. Higgins or a Brandon Ayuk, and you have somebody with a clock starting. You bring in the quarterback with literally nobody being paid.
I don't see us going after T. Higgins or Brandon Ayuk.
I know, but I'm just talking about the free agents that are available. I'm talking about if you wanted to spend money, but now we would have a whole offense. And again, people cannot sleep on Bellinger.
No, they can't. All right, so
that boy is nasty. He is very good.
Yo, I'm a huge fan of Bellinger. I was a huge fan of the draft pick. I watched him in college. I was a really, really big fan of the pick. Before he got hurt, he was ascending. He got nasty. That eye injury, and nasty. And then they brought Darren Waller in, and they should have just kept Belly. I think Belly is going to have a really good year this year because the field is going to open up.
I think he's going to have a great career because you know what? But right now, if you want to be a good tight end in the league, you have to be a blocker.
I agree.
You have to be a blocker, and he does that.
At least be successfully.
Exactly. He could also do all the other things, and I think that's more valuable than the Pitts of the world, which are going to be, unfortunately, just very boom or bust, and then there's just going to be play packages they can't be in.
Kyle Pitts to me is an oversized wide receiver.
Oh yeah.
Now he is extremely athletic, extremely good hands. He wasn't used properly. I'm just gonna put it that way. That offense did not suit what he does best. Now I will say this though, Kirk Cousins, if he ends up staying there, We'll get him the ball for sure. Kirk Cousins loves his tight ends. That's one thing about Kirk Cousins that you can't say. He's going to maximize Kyle Pitts. He's going to maximize Kyle Pitts very, very well if he ends up staying there. Yeah. I don't know, man. This draft is weird. It's a weird draft.
Listen, that's why I'm glad we're live streaming it, because man, I couldn't have foreseen, like, you were completely right about top 4 picks. Completely right. Completely right. But then from there, it got wild.
Yeah, it did. So Miami's pick is in. I didn't see this one coming.
Who did they pick up?
Chop Robinson, Penn State.
I mean, isn't there a defensive theory that your secondary can be a little weaker if your front is strong?
If your front seven is strong. Yeah, but
yeah, I don't agree with it either. But here we are, right?
What? No, your wide receiver number 2 is Braxton Berrios. How do you not go for a wide receiver? That doesn't make any sense.
They're wide out 3.
No, they wide out 2 now.
No, Waddle,
man.
No, they have Waddle.
No, they got Waddle. That's right. Here's their wide out 3.
But still, that's still not a great wide out 3, and they have no tight end.
They have 2. They're 2 wide receivers deep, Hill and Waddle. And Waddle was hurt a lot.
But that's what I'm saying. But they have no tight end. There's no other option other than those 2 guys.
They got Jonnu Smith.
I mean, John, like you said, we're talking about long in the tooth here.
Yeah, he is long in the tooth. And then your wide receiver 3 is Braxton Berrios. What?
You know what? It's that time of night as we're heading towards 11 o'clock Eastern time. We are in pick number 21. The Dolphins pick is in. The Eagles are on the top right now. There is the talking to their newest draft choice.
I guess. I mean, I think Brian Thomas Jr. would have fit that offense very well. They love to throw the rock.
What's the biggest need?
The biggest need is edge rusher, guys. Jalen Phillips Achilles midseason.
Philly's on next. Philly's on next.
Andrew Van Ginkel, free agency, goes to Minnesota. How many times have you said don't get cute? Yeah. Now I know that center could be a spot here, but I think you don't get cute.
Philly. Philly's going DB. And Philly just got Quinn Mitchell. Oh my gosh, yo. What?
They're the luckiest franchise, I swear.
Philly just got gifted Quinn Mitchell. Holy shiza. The number 1 DB on the board. How, man? The top DB on the board. How? That's some bull, man. That's some straight up BS, dog.
It's a rough one.
They literally just got gifted the number 1 DB on the board, bro, at freaking 22. What? He was supposed to bid off the board. Philly might actually make some noise. Philly might actually.
There are players that you've got to be aware of on the opposite side of the ball, but there are players that actually you have to actively plan against. He's one of those guys. And you go back to the Michigan game, Chop Robinson beat their tackle so badly on the first 2 minutes of the game. Michigan abandoned the passing game.
How the freak do they keep getting lucky, man?
Right there. He totally affected the game, and they had to totally abandon throwing the ball. was a first-round draft pick.
Gridiron fucking media.
To quick game, to movement, to then sure.
Yeah, I can't deal with that.
They went jumbo plus. Trente Jones came in on every snap.
Howie Roseman seeing cornerback one fall to the Eagles at pick 22.
We'll see him come off the board probably tomorrow night. No, the chop for the short chop he steps, short for pork chop, just call him chop this way. But the one thing he has to do as well, get stronger in that upper body because you know he's got to get on the ground. Josh Allen in the AFC East. Good luck doing that because remember Ben Roethlisberger, you couldn't get him on the ground. Remember they used to say it wasn't the first 3 seconds of a play. It's the next 3 seconds that hurt you. And Josh
Malik Neighbors wide open down the field. Daniel Gio, they are clowning us. We are getting clowned. They won't.
Which Georgia Bulldog is he talking to right there?
Quinion Mitchell is going to Philly, man. They literally got DB1 and didn't have to do nothing to get him. Philly got DB1.
Corners the other need there as well. I'm a little surprised. Terry and Arnold, Quinion Mitchell. Again, for me, 2 of the top 12 players in the draft. We don't have any corners yet. These guys.
You got your pick of the top 2 cornerbacks in the draft, and you didn't have to move to get them. What?
But I'm going Quinion Mitchell is a darn good option there as well.
Terry and Arnold and Quinion Mitchell.
Terry and Arnold just a couple spots, 3 spots over Mitchell. And I might be in the minority on that, but I love Terry.
Jacksonville's probably going to go DB. Whoever Philly doesn't pick is who Jacksonville is going to take. Unless, never mind. Jacksonville is going to go Brian Thomas Jr. Vikings and Jets. Who else traded? Vikings traded, Jets traded. Was there 3 trades in the first or 2?
Vikings traded, Jets traded.
I think that was it.
Yeah.
Because the Vikings traded up to 17.
Let's go back. So, yeah, that was all regular. Yeah, so the Vikings had a trade here.
Mm-hmm.
Saints was regular.
The Vikings had 2 trades. The Vikings had 2 trades.
17 and 10.
Yep, Vikings had 2 trades. So, yeah. I don't know what's the pick should have been in for the Eagles. They got who they wanted to get. Yep, I called it. Quinion Mitchell.
Yeah, I mean that makes just total sense.
They got DB1 and didn't have to do a daggone thing to get him.
Excuse me.
Oh, this is wild, man. We really are bottom feeders. We really about to be straight bottom feeders for the Knicks.
Well, I mean, the good news is we get to be really bad. So,
golly. Yep. Philly got Mitchell. Well, I'm predicting Daniel Jones throws 20 INTs next year.
True.
20 INTs for Daniel Jones. All right, so Quinion Mitchell to the Eagles. Jacksonville goes either Brian Thomas Jr. or Terran Arnold, and I think they're going to go with Brian Thomas Jr. Dallas is going to get Terran Arnold to go across from from Trayvon Diggs. If I Jacksonville goes Brian Thomas Jr. like I think they will.
That's tough.
Because they were trying. So before the draft started, Jacksonville was trying to trade up for a wide receiver. They're trying to get to the top to get one of these top. Trying to get one of Roma Dunze, Malik Neighbors, or Marvin. Told you. Yep. Philly is freaking loaded.
Yep.
Philly is freaking loaded.
It's a very small window, though.
I mean, that small window would be 2 or 3 years, and they could win.
No, listen, I get it. You're going in for something, but
they could win next year, the year after, and the year after that.
No, big facts. Big facts.
That is a heck of a pickup. Yo, I can probably say outside of Caleb Williams, this is probably the best. Philly getting Quinion Mitchell at 22. That's probably the second best pick in this whole draft.
Yeah,
easily.
Well, JJ at 11, JJ at 10 may be really good.
We'll see. I have my reservations, but in my opinion, this was a match made in heaven right here.
Yeah, no, this is a smash. I think in the mock that I did, I had Mitchell going 15 to the Colts.
I had Mitchell. Yep, I did too. I had Mitchell going to the Colts as well. This right here is a match made in heaven.
This smash.
They killed that. That's an A+ draft for the Eagles. I'm telling you right now. Yes, he played at Toledo. This kid got it, man. He got it. He's going to be wearing the daggone gold jacket. He's gonna be wearing a gold jacket one day. He's humble. He's a hard worker, and he's a lockdown corner, man. He's a lockdown corner. The Eagles got a great pick. The Eagles got a heck of a pick, man. Damn, that's a. This is a weird ass draft, though.
No, this was one of the wildest.
This is a weird ass draft, man. Damn, the Eagles is gonna be stout.
Yeah, smash from them.
Jacksonville's up. Either going to be BTJ or Terran Arnold, and I'm leaning BTJ. My boy just said, is there another team that has better luck than the Eagles? No. I hear my son in there screaming his head off. That's funny.
Listen, if you got, I mean, the draft was kind of over, so
that boy should be asleep by now.
So if you need to cut bait, we're at 3 hours.
I'll probably give him about 10 more minutes. I'll probably cut bait. So put him down to bed, and I got to get up in the morning and hit the dentist. So Joel Embiid got Bell's palsy.
Yeah, that they were saying that.
That's wow.
He couldn't blink. You saw the videos, right?
I didn't see the videos. I battled with a bout of Bell's palsy sophomore year,
Yeah.
and it happened after I got sick. I was home for like a week, but yeah, I couldn't close the right side of my face. I couldn't move the right side of my face at all. But no, I haven't seen the videos on him. Michael Parsons is heated that the Eagles got Quinion Mitchell. Yep, everybody. Quinion Mitchell's the best cornerback in the draft. The rich get richer. Yep, I called it. Guess who the Jags are drafting?
Brian Thomas.
Brian Thomas Jr. Called it. That means Dallas gets Terry and Arnold. Holy shiza. To the Jacks. That means the Cowboys will draft Arnold. Wow. That's another damn good pick. You got Trayvon Diggs on one side. You got Terry and Arnold on the other. Yeah, what happened to old buddy's neck? Why he got a neck brace on? That's a good pickup for them, though. Jacksonville, they need more firepower. That's a real good pickup for them.
Agreed.
Yep, that's a good pickup. All right, yeah, I'm gonna shut it down. It sounds like he's getting restless.
All right, my boy. That was good, bro.
All right, that was a great one. We'll see you guys in our next stream. It'll probably be another week though. I got to go underneath the knife tomorrow for some dental surgery, so not sure we'll be able to do our cast tomorrow.
No, we'll get one next week, bro. We just did 3 hours. That's that's enough.
I agree. So we'll see you guys next week.
All right, bro. Love you.
Love you too, bro. Peace.